Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Man United podcast, the podcast dedicated to all things Manchester United. So please keep all your comments, all your questions, Manchester United related, please, people. Big day ahead for United today. Must-win game in the Champions League versus Bayern Munich. Manchester United must win to advance to the knockout rounds. We could end up in Europa League. Of course, we'll be discussing that. Of course, discussing the Bournemouth game, and on Sunday, big game away at Anfield as well. Plus more, I am joined by the gang in the building. The man, them Ivorian, is here. Dan Silly Man also here. Rhino is also here. What you man telling me? Everybody good? What we saying?
What a go on, rude boy.
Welcome to everyone anyway, bro. You know, we're good despite everything.
Yeah, man, you already know how it is. So, like I said, all the mandems links are in the title, people. The channels Ivorians is there, Rhinos is there, Leon will be joining. I will add Dan's as well. Big up to everyone in the chat. Let's run up the likes though. First and foremost, run up those likes, hit that like button, whether you're watching live or watching this back. Make sure you share this across all the socials as well. And on top of those two things, make sure you subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. It's rolled to 9,000 subscribers. We're trying to get there before the year is out. We are just over 100 away, so we're trying to get there before 2024 hits. But we won't, you know what? We won't start with the Bayern Munich game. We'll start with the game from the weekend. Manchester United 0, Bournemouth 3. Ivorian, floor is yours. Thoughts? What's it?
Sticky ones.
Well. What can we say about that game against the mighty cherry top in Bournemouth?
Talk about it.
Absolute embarrassment.
You
know, it was all good just about a week ago when we beat Chelsea, guys. You know, when we thought that we wasn't going to beat Chelsea.
Oh, was it now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was all good. It was all good after Chelsea.
Really?
I was going into that game thinking, yeah, you know what? It's Bournemouth, you know. They're sitting 15th, you know. We can get an easy 3 points from Bournemouth FC. It turned out it wasn't easy for us. It was so difficult for us, you know. Let's start for the first 45 minutes, guys, you know, because Manchester United at times was, again, the most common thing I always say, opened in midfield, legs wide open, you know, Apollo as usual. No, leg wide open. That's what we are. We're loose. We're loose.
We'll carry on. Carry on.
We lose. We catch Slater in this building, bro. We catch Slater, bro. I'm a slag situation here because that team that played against slag. Yeah, I'm a slag, Alfie. Because we beat Alfie Mooning up in here. We come back to Man United week in, week out after they cheat on us all the time and break our hearts. But that's what they did on Saturday against Bournemouth, you know. Well, I have to say, that first 45 minutes when I said we was run up in that midfield, you know, there were times during that match where Manchester United looked like they can do something and looked good for the first 10, 15 minutes. But the most common thing and the common theme surrounding Manchester United in the first 10, 15 minutes when we start off so well is scoring a goal. It's breaking that line, you know, the low blocks. And Manchester United, as always, we know if they're not beat that team within that low blocks in the first 10, 15 minutes, we're going to concede, we're going to lose. And that goal came from Dominic Solanke. Again, right-hand side, the typical thing that happened to us, left side, the left back as well being ripped apart and a cross coming in for Dominic Solanke to finish it off. And then the second half where we think, oh, it's only 1-0. It's half time. We can galvanize ourselves and come back. These boys can do it. Guess what? These boys never done it. They just showed us what they're made out of. Tissue. They're soft. They're soft. Soft. Second half. Billings as well with the absolute header costing us the bill, and that bill was 2-0 to Manchester United. And then the third goal coming from Senesi. I have to say, whenever Onana concedes a goal, guys, does he look like he's a useless guy whenever he concedes a goal? He looks shit each time he concedes a goal. Like he looks silly, innit, Dan Silly Man? Absolutely looking like a fish, a floppy fish in goal. I can't defend this no more, you know, Flawless, you know. Performance-wise, I'm looking at players. Bruno Fernandes with his deliberate yellow card, which was absolutely deliberate to get himself out of the Liverpool game.
So
was
you're on the side of he
I'm on the
definitely got
side.
booked
Yeah,
on
yeah,
purpose
yeah.
to miss the game first.
Man, them knows. Footballers knows when. Oh yeah, I'm one yellow card away from.
Oh
Getting
yeah, he
suspended.
definitely knew.
Yeah,
Don't
they
get me
definitely
mistaken.
knew that. Yeah,
I would say he
he
definitely
looked
knew.
at the situation saying, "Fuck next week. I'm not down for this. I don't
Big
want
up,
no
Jez.
smoke. I'm
Oh,
gonna do what I do best. Moan to the referee like it's a passer DVD. I'm gonna whine and moan to them as much as I can, like it's Notting Hill Carnival. And guess what the referee did? She said, I had enough of this shit. I've had enough of your whining and dining and your moaning. And he booked him yellow card. And to me, it's deliberate. Then I look at other players as well who was absolutely non-existent in that game. Anthony Martial, part-time striker, part-time footballer. Again, starting that game, and I have to ask the manager, was there a reason why Martial needed to start? What was wrong with Rasmus Højlund? He doesn't need a rest. The guy just came back from an injury. The guy got a good amount of minutes against Chelsea. Why didn't you start him? He didn't do that. And then you got players as well like Anthony, who looked bang average, and our player of the month, defender of the month, Harry Maguire in defense as well. You know, I'm still laughing about all the accolades that we won for November because really and truly, it's not really justified. Maguire again, a shamble performance, and this Luke Shaw's left centre back, guys. I'm gonna say it right now, yeah, I'm not feeling it no more. I'm throwing that in the bin. Like scrap that Luke Shaw centre back with Maguire with him as well as a partnership. And Dalot looked again miserable and shit. Garnacho tried. But again, Garnacho is young and he's going to be making those raw errors and making the wrong decisions. And he's probably the most lively player out of all of them that probably thought, we can get a chance there. But he had these opportunities. And then the manager as well, I don't know, man. I don't know why you keep persisting with this grenade football where you've played Amrabat as a lone six and you play Scott McTominay, who aka Shadow. He did well. No, that's it. But only
who he's playing in the midfield with, he did very well considering.
Considering that, I mean, you got McShadow as well. Absolute. I don't know why we were persistent, and I've had enough. I know he scored goals for us, but enough is enough. Like, just drop the guy, drop the guy, because you can't have a lone six holding the midfield with guys who do not know how to hold the ball, guys who do not know how to retain the ball, drop back, and actually support the lone six and not just stay further forward. Whether that's the manager's tactics, well, that's on the manager now. You can't be doing that. You should know. We're in the middle of December and you're still persisting with the 2 advanced 8 and just forget that we've got to defend and all that kind of stuff. And just, it's just too much, man. Guys, there's so much to talk about, but I want to hear what you guys have to say so I can add some more because these men,
take a breather, man. Take
these men let me down again.
Yeah, take 2.
I'm gonna take 5.
We'll take 5. You know what? We could take 5 tonight. But Dan, thoughts on the Bournemouth game from the weekend?
Same shit, innit, man? What can we say, man? It's just rolling with the punches, man. Same shit. Cycle continues. You know what I'm saying? Like, are we surprised? No. Like, some of you are acting like you're surprised. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I think
like,
some people are, because some people
Chelsea.
believe in this. People believe in this side, so I think some people genuinely were surprised.
How can anyone believe in this side? Who? Name them. Name drop them, bro. They need to be out.
They're in the chat. Actually, they might not drop into the chat today because we just got beat, but they was in the chat after the Chelsea game.
No, because I was saying this the other day, bro.
Go on.
I was saying this the other day. Like, a lot of you fans, your expectations are just bare shit now. Like, the bar is set so low that you, man, are just reaching for any glimmer of something. But the thing is, the way we play is not sustainable whatsoever. So when we have these little moments, why am I going to get gassed over them? That win against Chelsea was nothing. Like, nothing to be like up in arms about. Like, there was nothing to be proud of with that shit, to be fair with you. Like, and that's just the facts, bro, because we're not consistent. The way we play, we're still trying to find the identity in this team. And Ten Hag has failed, bro. These players have failed. They're all a failure, innit? So the game against Bournemouth was nothing new. Like, Bournemouth looked bare comfortable against us. Obviously, Ivor was talking about the low block there. It's like teams are not afraid of us, bro. They let us come at them because they know we can't do nothing. Like Ivorian said, we'll have chances. We don't know how to put the ball at the back of the net. We have no inventiveness, no creativity in the final third, bro. Like, these man can't do shit, bro. So that's why teams will allow us to come at them. You know what I'm saying? They'll allow whatever. They have no fear. Yeah. And they're just like, oh, it's Man United.
Mhm.
We ain't shit now. We pose no threat. Look at our attackers, bro. Look at our midfield, bro. Bournemouth's midfield just was comfy against us, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This is Bournemouth, bro. This is Bournemouth. So what I'm saying about people lowered their expectations, like Bournemouth making us look like how we're looking in that game is nuts, bro. So, bro, the scoreline don't even reflect what it really could have been. You know what I'm saying? Should have been more than 3.
Could have been more than 3. Could have been more.
And how many chances? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, man. And as for our back line, bro, I don't want to see Luke Shaw like ever again. These man, ever again in life, bro. Like ever again in life. I swear to you, I don't care about all this makeshift making him into a centre back. He's never been that guy, bro. Really, he's never been that guy, has he? You know what I'm saying? Bruv, it's just a joke, fam. Like, and I am sick of it. I'm sick of it. You got actual pedigree, seasoned veterans in Varane on the bench, yet you decide to do the makeshift thing once again. Like, I don't understand it. I question everything about Ten Hag and how he's moving, how he sets out the team, the lack of ideas in his team, the lack of everything, man. So the sooner the better. The sooner he's gone, the sooner all these players are gone, the better, man. Burn all of them. I'm sick of all of them. Burn the whole thing down.
Fairs. Well, fair enough. Rhino's in the building as well. Yes, family. Are you telling me you good?
What's good, man? What's good, Danny? What's good, Ivor?
What's going on?
Man.
What's good, bro?
Flawless, man. We're here, man. You know, listen. When you guys are ready for me to talk, I'll talk, innit?
Well, guess who? We got to, yeah. Do
big up the chat as well. You guys like the video as well. Big up, man.
Love to the chat every single time. Big up to my guy Sheik, who's been a member of the channel for 6 months. Link for the membership is in the pinned comment, people. He says, big up to you guys, to all 10 Hagers outers like me. Today could easily be the start of it all. We will get everybody's thoughts on that. Make sure you subscribe to all the Mandem's channels. The links are in the title. All you have to do is click the link. It opens up new tabs, and you don't have to, and it does not stop this live video from going on. So do that right now. And if you're watching this back, same thing applies as well. Go support all the gang. I see you in the chat. Big up to Jez. Yo, Ends, man, if you're on socials, let me know, because we need to get you in on clubs again. So if you're on socials, let me know, and I hit you with the follow and add you to the group chat as well. Big up to Warrior J, King, I see you. Nero, Z's in the chat as well. Jez, Sheik, I already mentioned. Large up to everybody who is tapped in. Continue to get your questions in. Please keep them Manchester United related. Of course, if you super chat, we'll get to your question, people. That's one surefire way to make sure we get to your question as well. But yeah, Rhino, we'll go to you. In regards to, we won't even go to the Bayern Munich game yet. Obviously, Dan's gave his thoughts, Ivorians give his thoughts. So your thoughts on the game against Bournemouth where we lost 3-0 on the weekend, at the weekend.
On a separate note, big up Spooby. I see you balling out on pro clubs. You know, I see little patterns of play, you know. So I've been watching, you know. I'm watching, you know me.
Spooby ball.
That's something positive to talk about.
Oh, yeah. Like, when people are like, oh, why are you happy? I'm like, yo, my pro club's team got to the elite division. I'm good. You know
my team that I'm supporting, Sarcasm City TV. Like, you know, who's Man United, man? I watch Sarcasm City TV.
We played that ball, and we got to the elite division. We've been balling out of the past school. Sarcasm City TV gaming people. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Road to 350 subscribers over there. But yeah, go on, Rhino.
Yeah, flawless, man. Listen, man. Like Sheik is saying, United are dinnered, man. Do you know what's so mad about the Bournemouth game? Yeah, what's so mad? We're not scoring. They've got that mad chance. They've scored. I think we went into halftime 1-0 down, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I went to go and do a few things, and then I just got caught up in it. I was doing loads of things, so I was missing the game. So as I'm sorting out loads of things in the background, I'm not rechecking my phone or nothing. So, you know, you're just anticipating. What do you think's happening? Have we come back? Like, normally I might have the commentator in the background, so I'm trying to anticipate if we're scoring or the weight of the game. So cool now. I'm missing the game. I think like 25 minutes has gone, 30 minutes has gone, yeah. I've gone back just to quickly check on it. I see 3-0. I rolled my eyes. I said, what? 3-0. But because I didn't watch the second half, I didn't see how he capitulated.
Yeah.
And all now I haven't watched it. All now I haven't even seen the goals or nothing. But, bro, listen. 3-0 to Bournemouth. No, forget that. 0-3 to Bournemouth at home. Bournemouth. We lost 3. We got whitewashed. Past the pad settings from Bournemouth.
Rhino, don't forget as well the other record they broke in. It's the first time they beat us.
The first time they beat us, bro. Listen, it's so sad because you guys know that I've been trying to stay on Ten Hag's side for a long time. You know, you guys have been pulling me to the other side. Jump in our whip, man. That whip's, trust me, that whip's gonna break down. Flores and you know, like jumping on, trust me. Yeah, jump in, and I'm like, bro, trust me, man. Then I'm cool, man. But then I had to switch over.
There comes a point where you have to draw the line, innit? It's like,
and I'm not even being. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Danny. I'm not even being like emotional. I've come to the point where my tolerance has run out. Like 3-0 Bournemouth. We played Chelsea. We've seen the best play that Man United have had this season. Great. All I wanted to see was a bit of progress. You know, and to some degree, I'm hearing that we played well in elements, but it's not good enough. You can't be playing Bournemouth and you can't even score at a home ground. That's mad. This is serious. Bournemouth. Where are they in the league? Let me check. Let me see where they were before they beat us.
Last time I checked, they were 15th, bro.
Yeah, they were somewhere around. I think they were close to Chelsea. Around Chelsea. Like a couple points.
Again, this is what we've resulted to. The little moments of spells of moments, and then we're getting gassed over them now. We should be sustaining, dominating teams throughout games, bro. Like, especially at home, especially against Bournemouth. Like, what is this?
Especially against Bournemouth.
Let's bring the expectations back up, guys. Let's not settle for bullshit and mediocrity. This is beyond mediocrity. This is beyond
14th. So before they beat us, they would have been basically around 15th or 14th. They've got -9 goal difference. Like we've carried on Solanke's form. Solanke's dunking on us. This is mad, bro. It's Manchester United, bro. But obviously, at the end of the day, if I have to give my kind of thoughts on the game, first half I watched the game. The main problem that started to kind of creep up was the whole fact that we're creating chances, we're not scoring. I started to get kind of PTSD of that again. And I just thought to myself, there's no way we're going to let this team beat us, you know. But at the same time, I couldn't see where the goals were coming from. It's not like Chelsea where we had so many clear-cut chances. I didn't watch the second half, so you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but I can just tell how the game went. We tried, we're poor in the final third, and then them not probably had like a set piece and scored or something. I can just tell, bro. And on my life, I haven't seen none of the goals. I haven't seen none of the second half goals. You feel me? But we just capitulated, and where do we go from now? Because this is our second. Yeah, big up Koala, man. Trust me, we're dinnered, man.
Chef Dinnered, man. I've been using that, yo. We're dinnered, man. Food. I'll say word to my guy right now. Yeah, man.
I'm telling you, big up Koala, man, and big up Sheik as well. So obviously, yeah, man, it's come to a stage where I'm looking at this manager and I'm saying, okay, cool. What can he do to fix this? How can he help? What is he trying to do to fix this? You know, we could talk about the whole situation with Varane. I don't really talk about the Varane thing because I don't know the 100% ins and outs. Like, I don't really know much about it. So there's a rumor that they're not talking. We've seen clear things happen on the sideline as well. So it is what it is, man. But, you know, playing the whole McTominay in the midfield, not having a balanced midfield, starting Martial. I think he started Martial because he wanted to use Højlund against Bayern, which kind of makes sense. But if it's not working, put Højlund on. You feel me? Put Højlund on. We can't lose I'd rather lose to Bayern Munich than Bournemouth. Bro, it's scary. It's scary times, bro. I swear that I wish I could pick up a pad and control these United players, bro. I swear that I'll play better, bro. I'm not even that good at FIFA like I used to be, but something has to give. Like, so for me, where do we go from here? Like, we've lost 3-0 to Bournemouth. We're playing Bayern Munich today. We're playing flipping Liverpool on Sunday. This is mad. Liverpool are, listen, and then we're going to go to that anyway, but Bournemouth, it's embarrassing. They've broken a record. We should have at least scored some goals to show the progress from Chelsea. It's like when Chelsea drew with City, but then they lost the next game to or Arsenal, I think it was Arsenal. Like, you know, when
lost to Brentford, I think the game after.
Yeah, when you do something big and then it's like it amounts to nothing. So That's the problem we've had at United. We're very inconsistent. The players down tools randomly. This game they play good. Other games they don't play well. There's no consistent progress. So I have to look at the manager now. Yes, I can factor in everything else. Like, okay, you know what? He's under stress and he's under this, he's under that. But at least just get the in-game management right, pick all the right players, and a lot of us will be behind him. If he was to do the right things and we could see that this is clearly the players, Ten Hag got it right. Every time we lose, it's individual errors. Then we can say, yeah, but we're losing to set pieces. So what are we doing in training? Set piece coaches. Why are we not filling in looking after our flaws? You know, flawless flaws. You feel me? See what I did there? You feel me? Why are we not attending to the flaws that we have at Man United?
He's done himself no favors, bro.
Yeah, no favors.
That's
bro.
why we can't back him, because he's not doing the basics like flawlessly.
Yes.
Against Bournemouth, they were doing the basics.
Basics, bro.
And that's all they needed to do to beat us. So what does that tell you about us? We can't even do the basics. So
Bournemouth. Oh my.
I still can't believe I'm in despair that we lost to Bournemouth, bro.
I can't believe.
Bournemouth Beach. Bournemouth, bunch of lifeguards. Baywatch settings, you know. Lifeguards are supposed to save us, and they let us drown and said, you know what? We're gonna let them drown, bro. Bournemouth came to our home ends and made records.
Old Trafford,
you know. Theaters of dream.
1,000 people. Like,
they got to live their dream by beating us at Old Trafford at the Theatre of Dreams. It's embarrassment, guys. I have to say to everyone that's watching right now, strap yourself up for this week, you know. Make sure the seatbelt's tight, because it's gonna be a bumpy ride, bruv, this week.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a long week. Hey, large everyone that's tapped in, over 65 people in the building, only at 29 likes. Like check 1212. Let's get up to 50 likes, people. Let's get that let's get them likes up. So hit that like button right now. So everyone who's locked in, because you're clearly enjoying the content, continue to get your questions in. I'm starring the best questions, of course. If you want us to get straight to your question, to make sure we get to it, super chat people, hit the subscribe button on the channel as well. Again, make sure you subscribe to all the man them. What is the subscriber numbers? I know we are now less than 100 away from 9K. Like I said, we're trying to get there before the year's out. We're at 8,902. Looking for 3 more subscribers. Get us to 8,905. And then we'll go to you on today's game. Now we've spoken about the Bournemouth game, must-win game versus the Bayern Munich in the Champions League. Manchester United must win to stand any chance of getting through to the knockout round. However, I'm not sure how it works in regards to. I need to actually have a look at the table again, because it's so confusing.
I think Copenhagen and what's they need to draw.
They need to draw, and we need to win. All right. So yeah, thoughts on the game today? Confident? Stupid question, but I still have to ask.
I'm ultimately supremely confident that we go into this game and smash them 5-0. Hell no, man. Come on, man. I smile because we all know what time it is, isn't it? Like, them man just lost, in it. They got an arse whooping, so they're gonna come back with a vengeance and that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we're gonna see the likes of Kane, see what he's really on. You know what I'm saying? Back, you know, against the English team. He's gonna smash us up. He might, you know, might have people thinking, you know, I'm sure he will. People gonna be like, we should have got this guy. We should have went all guns blazing for this guy. And he's just gonna.
Because people think we won. The crazy part is that people think we're just one player short. It's crazy. That's the crazy part.
Like I said, that reaching, isn't it?
Yeah, people think, oh, if we had Harry Kane, we'd be okay.
No,
it wouldn't be okay.
Yeah, like it's what we're much more than just one player away from like completing the puzzle. But go on, carry on.
That's what I'm saying, man. Everyone's just like clutching at little pieces of the puzzle when we need a whole freaking thing. Like, it's just nuts. But yeah, what's man talking about? Kim K?
So yeah, big up to Memphis Depay from Super Chat, much appreciated. He says Kim K posted with United 10-0 incoming. Why is she at the game? All right, I think he's trying to talk about the Kardashian curse. I'm just guessing, I could be wrong.
Oh no, she got posted. She was wearing a Man United hat.
Oh, is it? Oh, she posted with the United hat.
What, today?
Yeah, but you know what?
Today, out of all days.
I don't know. I don't pay no mind in it.
She's effectively a glazer, bro. She don't know.
No, but she's not at the stadium. The curse is when she is at the stadium, correct? So she can post that hat.
Yeah, Drake wear about 10 different teams jerseys within the space of like a day or something. I don't know. But anyway, fucking what I was saying, yeah, man. Now we're gonna get demolished, bro. Like, and it's been coming. Like people, this is where we really get exposed and shown up for what we truly are. Because when shit hits the fan, this is when people understand. It takes people a lot longer than others, but as long as we get there in the end, which ultimately is, we're not good enough. We are terrible. And these teams like Bayern will expose us. When we come up against it at these sort of moments and times, it's going to be evident where we truly are. There's nowhere to hide. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be nowhere to hide after this game against Liverpool and the coming games. Aston Villa on Boxing Day. You know what I'm saying? All these teams, bro, are going to show us what it really is. So the game tonight, all we can do is sit back and watch the annihilation, bro. And look, to be fair, if we somehow pull it off, yeah, what does that mean? What does that even mean?
Yeah, if we somehow manage to scrape a win, and
we got ourselves in this position.
Yeah,
and what you're comfortable with scraping by yet again, yet again. You know what I'm saying? But people will be clutching, reaching at straws again, holding on to dear life again. Oh, but we got the win. Stop being negative. Oh, but so and so. You know what I'm saying? Last minute, McTominay. You know what I'm saying? 95th minute wonder strike. Like that's a good thing. Like in the grand scheme of things, is that a good thing? No.
Long term, no. It's good at that moment in time, and that's it. But when you look at it, we shouldn't be in the situation. I do agree with that.
And then all these little moments is adding up, and it's delaying the inevitable, bro. So stop getting gassed about moments and little bullshit things like and little scraping by yet again. Again, your expectations are just out of it, bro. For some reason, it's crazy. We're meant to be aiming for the very best. Yeah, we're meant to be Man United. We shouldn't be scraping by. We shouldn't be relying on the last group game. You know what I'm saying? In Champions League. And relying on other teams. Have our fate in other teams. You know what I'm saying? So and so has to draw. This one has to. Bruv, we are shit, bro. All these points come to the conclusion that we are shit. And that's it, man. That's it. It's nothing but facts, bro. These are the facts of the matter.
And Danny, you know, so mad. We know how shit we are. We're still going to watch the game today because that's how we care about the club.
Absolutely. I told you we are the alpha moon in this relationship. We keep going back to Cat Slater. We know Cat Slater's a slag. We know Cat Slater's a slag.
She's a slag, and we just still going back.
Yeah, but I still love you, Cat.
I'm not your average slag. I'm an ultra slag.
No, that is funny.
Man, that's so crazy. I've already had the same question to you. Thoughts on today's game?
Oh, okay. You know what? Yeah, no, absolutely. You know what? I've got to say what Danny was saying, bro. We've been shit. Like we are big bad Man United, and we've been shit for God knows how long. And sometimes, at times, I'm not surprised if the way we play, what's going on, and etc. Because of what's been going on in the last 10 years. So we have no rights to be saying we should be scraping Champions Leagues. We've only been in the Champions League 3 or 4 times in the last 10 years. So we don't have no divine right to say, oh, we should be getting out of this group, or look at us if we scrape it. What does it mean? I think we are at best scraping the Champions League group. That's where we are at best. But in regards to today's game, yeah, we're going to lose. I have no confidence. I told Flawless many weeks ago, I was only looking at game 2 and game 5, not game 1 and game 6. And we've reached game 6. We have not reached our targets. We are facing elimination. We're facing elimination out of Europe. And we're playing against big Bayern Munich. And I understand that Bayern Munich just lost 5-1 on the weekend. But hey, I don't want to be the team that plays them when they lose. You know, and it happens to be us because we're not bad enough to be like, you watch when we play our next game, I'm gonna whoop your ass. You know, we're no longer there. We were all more like, oh, I might beat you the next game. You know, depends if I'm in a good mood or not. You know, depends how I'm informed, depends on the squad selection. So today, I said it again earlier on, strap yourself in, guys, because it's gonna be squeaky bum time from minute 0 all the way to 90. Yeah, and we may win. We might draw, we might lose. And if he wants to win, yeah, the funny thing is, we was to win, but we will still end up going out of Europe because
That could-
one of them
it could
will
have. The
probably
thing
win.
is, if potentially, the thing is, I can see those two drawing. That's the crazy part. I can just see us not doing our job. Like I could see Galatasaray and Copenhagen drawing because I'm not sure what they did in the reverse fixture, but having played both of those teams twice, I don't think
You
there's
know
much
what?
between those teams.
I believe they drew the first game.
Yeah, like that doesn't surprise me because both those teams are bang average. Like they're moderate at best. I don't think either of them are anything special. So a draw, I could easily see them drawing 1-1 or something, and then us getting beat to Bayern Munich. But go on,
Would you rather be in the Europa or nothing?
I want Europa League. It's either second or fourth. I do not want Europa League whatsoever. We struggled in that competition last season, and we were actually playing well and was full of confidence. Imagine what will happen in this season. We've already been embarrassed in Europe once. I don't want to get embarrassed in Europe again because we should have got out of this group. Like in regards to just overall quality. It's Copenhagen and Galatasaray. Yes, we're not good, but even as bad as we are, they gave us a chance in these games. Galatasaray and Copenhagen in both games give us ample opportunity to win. Yeah, we beat Copenhagen 1-0 at Old Trafford, but Galatasaray both games, they gave us ample opportunity. I'm saying these men gave us up goals, and we still just couldn't keep clean sheet. Copenhagen gave us a 2-0 lead. And then we capitulated, and it's not even like they played well. Hey, just shut up. But yeah, go on, carry on, Ivorian.
Yeah, and then also Galatasaray gave us a 2-0 lead, and then we still flopped it. But in my opinion, you know what? Yeah, I always welcome as much Manchester United to be as much competition as they can be. You know, just for streaming purpose. You know, just for you mans to watch and laugh at us, and so we can get some more views and etc. You know, because that's what it is for nowadays. You know, as a YouTuber, I'm only here for the view. My team ain't doing anything anymore. It's not about the passion. They sucked that all out. You know, the joy, they sucked it all out. You know. The loyalty will always remain and be there because, again, I'm an Alfie Moon. I love this club till death do us part. But if we was to beat Bayern Munich, until we died, if we was to beat Bayern Munich, yeah, I'll be happy. And if we was to get into Europa League, it is what it is, you know. I don't mind us being in the Europa League, you know.
Really?
I don't mind because again, I always want Manchester United to be as much. I hear that, but I always want us to be as much competitions to get a chance of trying to win something. You know, even if you want to
see us twice a week.
Yeah.
You want to see us
you don't want to see that. You don't want to see us twice a week, Flawless. You know,
you want to watch us play twice. I don't want to see us play once a week. Never mind twice. I'm saying, what are you talking about? We not be watching the same season. I do not want to see us once a week. You know what? I don't want to see us once a month. If we just beat up the season, I'd be cool. You know what? Calm. Let's just come back next season. I'm cool with that. But go on, Gary.
But rightly and truly, we should be out of Europe, you know, so we can really focus on ourselves, you know, in all honesty, because we've got a lot of work to do, you know. We're not there. We're not a Europa League team. We're not a Champions League team. We're just a mid-table team trying to find our ways again. And we're back to the drawing board for us. But today, I don't know what to think today, man. I really don't know what to think. I just hope we don't get embarrassed. That's what I'm praying for. You know, a respectful loss. That's it. Don't embarrass me. Lose, but don't embarrass me, you know, because that's my neck on the line. That's Flawless's neck on the line. That's Dan Sillyman's neck on the line. Rhino's neck on the line, you know. Yeah, them men won't feel what we feel. They don't get trolled, you know. They probably turn off their phones. You know, they don't give a shit. They get paid at the end of the week. We are the ones that's going to get someone from AFTV saying, ha, you lost again. You know, someone from probably Expression himself, Troops, man, them like that, trolling us, you know. They don't feel the pain that we go through. We've been sorry. Look at me, Flawless. I haven't had a haircut for God knows how long. This is depression.
Live
depression. And you want to see
Rhino. Look at Dan. Look at Flawless. No haircuts.
You know what I'm saying? And you want to see it? You want to see it twice a week? No. I've not done my hair on top of my head. I got the beard trimmed though. But you want to see us again, fam? You're saying go to Europa? What's to get embarrassed? You'll get embarrassed in Europa. As embarrassing as it's been in the Champions League, we'll get embarrassed in that competition. Bear in mind, we have a knockout tie to play, and then it'll be the next round.
And on top of that, before we get embarrassed, we have to listen to that music, then get embarrassed. Oh, fuck.
Huh? Twice. Two-legged. Both elite settings. It's potentially, even though I don't think, like, in my heart of hearts, we win in the game anyway, so I don't think it really matters. But Rhino, thoughts on tonight's game?
Like I've already said, it's so mad that he said, like, strap yourself up, put your seatbelts on, because I always put that kind of gif in group chats. I put like a little seat, but like, listen, all aboard. This is gonna be a bumpy ride. You feel me? And yeah, man, I said it from a few weeks ago. We're out of the champs. Beating what benefits do you have beating Bayern Munich if you do beat them? Possibly making it through to the certain round if another team loses or something. It's mad complicated, basically. So what's the point? Do we need to be in this Champions League? Maybe we get some money if we make it to the next stage.
Yeah, knockout rounds. Yeah, you get prize money.
Okay.
Get prize money.
Okay, so if we can play well and we go to the next round, cool, fair enough. But that's what it's going to be consistent on. How bad are we going to look today? Are we going to play like we played last time and be more clinical and get the win? Or are they going to just come and blow us out the park because we're away from home? Our away form has not been as bad as it was last year, I think, from what I'm thinking of head. But I just don't see any positives to this game. I just don't see us playing well. I just don't see it. Last time we had the advantage because we was at home.
Now we're at home today.
We're at home today, yeah?
Yeah, we're at home today.
We're at home today. So last time we played well away. So maybe that might come in favour. See, I'm not even following it properly. But away from home, we played well against Galatasaray. We capitulated, so there's a chance there. But how well are we going to play? We don't know how we're going to play. And that's why I can't trust this manager. I don't know what game like, if I knew that we're going to do certain things that we did against Chelsea, that's our pattern of play. Got a natural bring it to the byline, cutbacks, crosses, Dallo overlaps and inverts, like similar things over and over again. Shaw coming inside, going outside, play. You know what I mean? But I just don't see where this game's going, man, and I don't have no confidence at all. I did predict. Well, I did think we were going to lose against Chelsea. We won. Bournemouth, I wasn't confident on. We've got Bayern Munich. I think they can easily beat us 2-0, 3-0, maybe 3-1. And I can't. I'm struggling to find a positive. One thing we can guarantee today is that we're either going to get battered, or we're going to play well and still lose, or we're going to scrape a win. And that's where we are, where we are at as a club. And it's just unfortunate, and it's depressing, and it's embarrassing supporting United at this time. We've gone through so many glory days, and we've had our moments of ego and being the best. And now rival clubs are just here loving the downfall. And for me, it's like, okay, cool. Where do we go from here? How can Ten Hag turn it around? Does he really want to turn it around? Does he have an agreement where he knows he's not going? So he's going to wait till certain players get kicked out. I've been thinking about loads of things. Has he given up himself? Why is he not doing the easy things? You know what I'm saying? Like, is he throwing himself under the bus because he knows, this ain't working? He continues to play McTominay. Like, play him for a certain amount of time, and if he's not playing, we'll take him off. So, guys, we just need to wait to see the lineup and then just have that feeling, hear the Champions League music for the last time, probably, and just enjoy a game of football. Because that feeling of United playing is still a good feeling. Even if you don't care whether we're going to win or lose, the fact that there's football on, it's like there's something to look forward to. But, bro, man, when you hear that Champions League music and you see the camera scrolling, panning, embrace it, because that's the last time you're going to see these man, whatever they do, like chest or hand behind their back or whatever, bro. It's peak, man. Like we did all of this work, we got to the Champions League, and then look, we've had such an embarrassing run. And this is something that you think, I don't even want to diss a rival club, but this is something you would have anticipated Arsenal to go through, because the European pedigree, they normally have bad luck with Europe, so you would guess that they might have a rocky time in the Champions League, and they done well. They done their thing. They blew their group out of the park. We've had an easy group and we're struggling. Galatasaray, Copenhagen. What's the third team?
That's it.
Bayern Munich. Oh yeah, 4 of us, isn't it? Galatasaray and Copenhagen. We were guaranteed second. And the way Bayern played, we should have even been first realistically. The way Bayern have been playing, we could have pushed for first.
Yeah, we should have got something out of that game in Germany. I agree with that.
Yeah, man, I feel sorry for Haaland as well. People keep talking about his Premier League goals and whatever. The fact that he's done well in the Champions League, I feel like gets overlooked a lot. Fair enough, I get it. Premier League counts as well. But come on, we all know he's a new player, and he's still doing something that we can see at a decent level. even though the teams are not playing at the level they should, it's still Champions League and he's still bagging. So I just feel sorry for him. Twice in a row, he scored 2 goals and we've lost or drawn. Mad. How is he feeling? But then I watched the players train today and I watched their body language and, you know, Ten Hag has said certain things and it was good. You know what was so good, yeah? The way Ten Hag banned certain people from the press room, said we're all together. Then we played Chelsea. We played decent. It started to look like, okay, let's see.
You drank the Kool-Aid, Rhino.
No, I didn't, you know. I didn't. Do you know what I did? I put my straw in there, though. I put my straw in there and I was stirring. I was stirring like...
I'm about drinking the Kool-Aid and that.
I stirred it a bit and I looked, I said... Nah, let me wait. Yeah, so big up Leon as well, man. My guy, big up. But
large up the man there, man. Large up, man.
Big up, man. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. I'm actually, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm empty, but I've got anxiety. Like I'm thinking, bro, like what 8 o'clock comes, like you know that clear Champions League football, like it's peak, man. This club, man. This club.
Man, one thing I have to say is I don't even think Manchester United can beat Bayern Munich if Bayern Munich was to field a weakened team because they're already through. They don't have nothing to play for. Last game.
I heard I saw Kane try to have a little dig at us saying, what do you call it? They're gonna make up for it on Tuesday or some stuff. Oh, wow. I don't know if that was a
because he got packed. They got packed on the weekend. They got beat 5-1 by Frankfurt. So, but whether it's the thing is about that Ivorian, whether it's a change team or not, we can lose to anybody. I don't think people watch us. I don't know if people are watching the game, but are not watching the game. Like in regards to the quality of the team, I've seen many people. They play a weakened side. Like we didn't lose to Brighton's B team. Like we didn't lose to Newcastle C team. We just lost to Bournemouth and they had injuries. What are we talking about? We can lose to anybody. This is magic. Like, look how we've played all season long. We played well in one Premier League game against Chelsea, who are in more of a shit show than us. Like that is legit it. Like, I don't know what people are looking at. Oh, well, they say they don't play Kane and all their first teamers. Like, their C team couldn't give us a game. Like, what are we talking about? They can give us a game. Like, Bayern Munich, forget, they just lost to Frankfurt 5-1. Yeah, we just lost to Bournemouth 3-0. What are we talking about? Like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? So Andy says, flawless last season, Europa was a must. Why are you writing it off this season? Because we was in the Europa League because of where we finished last season. So that's how I looked at it. If we finish 6th, 7th, let's say for argument's sake, we finished 5th or 6th this season and end up in the Europa League next season with a new manager, I go, yes, it's a must because he's in that competition. That's not on him. You should not drop down. You shouldn't be in the Champions League and end up Europa League, especially when you look at the group. It shouldn't be. That's not an achievement to me. You started the season as a Champions League side. Therefore, you should. Now, if we got Drew in a group of death, I hold my hands up and go, you know what? That's just unfortunate. If we got Drew with Bayern Munich, for argument's sake, it was Bayern Munich, PSG,
Newcastle's group,
and we got knocked out of that group. I hold that. Yeah, I hold my hands to an extent. Yeah, but I don't even rate the teams in that, to be honest. So I've watched a lot of that because I don't think Dortmund are great. PSG are not great either. Newcastle are decent, and AC Milan are rubbish. You know what I'm saying? They are like, they got Loftus-Cheek, you know what I'm saying, starting week in, week out for them. That tells you the levels of where they're at. So it's kind of like...
Man said Loftus-Cheeks, you know.
Loftus-Cheek, that's who starts.
Not even cheeks, you know what I mean?
Cheeks.
Loftus-Cheeks, crazy.
He one of their better players. That's the crazy part. But yeah, in regard to, you shouldn't drop down from being a Champions League to Europa League. That's unacceptable in my opinion.
It's all or nothing, man.
Europa League from the start of season, fairs. But Leon, floor is yours, man. Thoughts on, we'll stay on topic. Bayern Munich game tonight.
Scott McTominay. Mate, that's the only bit of fun I can have today. The game tonight, jeez. Yeah, they're about to do the Lakers honors, man. They're about to, Lakers bashed up Pelicans, was it the other day, in it for the fan? That's what's about to happen tonight. Yeah. It's going to be a bit LeBron was heavy still. Well, AD was heavy, man. But yeah, it's just, I said it from the start, yeah. I said, like, if we're losing this group like this year, I want to go out. I don't want to do no Europa. I just want to go straight out, one game a week, and then we've got the best chance in the league, yeah. Even though I think we all know the season's going to be pretty horrendous all round. Yeah, I think we all know that. But tonight, you know what, Neji asked me the other day, so what are you looking for this week? I said, I just want them to I don't know, man. It's hard for us because like I could say, I want them to put in a good performance, but then they do that, and then they just go lose 2 games later anyway. So, yeah, I think tonight's game just damaged limitations. Same with the weekend. But I'm kind of, it sounds bad. I'm praying that we don't win because I just think it's going to be a slapping on the other side, isn't it? Like, do you really want to go against first on every other group? Like, would you man take it tonight if we went through? Like, would you be happy or?
We'd just take it. That's about it.
Yeah, I'd be happy short term, and then it's all about the draw.
Mm-hmm. That's and it's going to be horrible, isn't it? So
yeah, because I think we're embarrassed either way. Whether you finish bottom of the group or whether we get through, I'd be like, we finished bottom of the group. That's awful. We should get out of it. Then if you think about it, if we get through, who do we get? But then we can lose to anybody. So it's kind of like we're screwed. You just gotta hope. I don't know that we kind of have it together. Whoever we play, if we manage to get through by the time February comes around, that's hope that we don't.
It seems like, you know what I was thinking about last night. Yeah, it seems like out of the whole squad, how big's the squad? 24, 25 man.
Yeah, around that. Yeah.
There's probably about 10 players playing for the manager. So that's what the season's going to be like anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like, because it's going to be, there is really, when you think about it, there's like the ones he picks all the time, the ones he bought. Oh, wow.
Hey, copyright. Stop that shit. Yeah.
Couple seconds. That's reality check, man.
Yeah, but
sorry, Leon. Carry on. Sorry,
no, it's cool. I'm pretty much done. United's such a mess right now. There's not really any good outcomes.
Just like
yeah, there's no good outcomes. Even if man said, "Yo, go Europa and play with the kids," yeah, we haven't got any kids left. Do you know what I mean? It's like we don't have anything. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing to really. Do you get what I'm saying? If he said, "Oh, go Europa, play Dan Gore and all them," you know he won't. You know he'll go full strength. It'll be Maguire and Lindelof players of the tournament, probably with the most goals.
And then McTominay, Bruno, and then Ross Clark. What's his name? Amrabat in the middle or something.
Look, to be at a point where people, the fans are like, we're not too. We're hoping we lose this. To be at that point says everything, man.
Danny, zero expectations on any game. Zero.
We are at that point. You saw it at Bournemouth. The stadium was emptied by the third goal. People leaving out and said, I've had enough of this shit. We are there. We've reached there.
Now, how many times do you want to get slapped in the face? You know what I'm saying? Keep getting slapped in the face, getting back up and being like, oh, slap me again. Go on.
This is bad, man.
The whole thing needs to be burned down, bro.
It's really bad.
It's so bad. And people are still
look at us. Look at the state of us. Look at us.
No one's smiling.
But the thing is, we actually, we have a chance on paper to go through to the next round as bad as we've been, and nobody's upbeat here. It's kind of like, if we lose, we lose, and if we win, we kind of lose in the long term.
Here, bro. We don't feel right.
No, man, do you know what it's like? I don't know if you lot have had a moment like this. Yeah, I've had a moment. Yeah, listen, so cool. Have you ever looked in the mirror and just been so disappointed in yourself? Like, let's say, like, you're meant to be on a diet and then you have a cheat day and then you just look at yourself and think, look at you, you're so disappointed. Like, that's what I'm. Look at us. Just look at us.
I ain't gonna lie.
Rhino.
Disgust me.
Rhino. You know why that's the perfect. You know why that's the perfect analogy. Because then you get on the diet for about a week and then you give up again, just like United.
Yeah. It's a cycle.
I'm saying, hear this, yeah. If you're someone who's disciplined, like 95% of the time, you can afford to have a, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we're not at that stage where we can afford to. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Trust me.
So we've all the way fell off the waistline, bro. Like we jumped off the cliff.
What were you saying before, Flawless?
Now I was saying, like, in regards to it, in like, if we lose tonight, we lose, and then if we win, we kind of lose in the long term because there's a lose situation. Even though we could technically still get out of the group, because we know the knockout round it could really get spooky if we draw. If we draw one of the better sides, let's say, argument's sake, we do get out of the group and we draw Real Madrid in the next round. You know what could happen? For real, imagine that. That is hypothetical. Like, if we do get through, that could happen. Now, could we draw one of the weaker sides who finished top of the group? Yeah, but I'm still not confident facing them because I see people in the chat talking about Bayern are not in good form. Bayern, Bayern just got beat. Where to have you again? Have people not watched us?
That's more motivation for
anybody. We can lose to anybody. We've watched it. Don't even say we can. We have. I'm saying, look at the season. We're in the middle of December. The season's been going since August. Just watch the games. Look at the results and then go watch the games. We can lose to anybody. We have lost to many teams that are much worse than Bayern Munich. Let's say Bayern are not in good form. I don't even know if they are or they aren't because I don't be following the Bundesliga like that. And they beat us as well. Not at their best just a few weeks ago. What are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Oh, we can roll over Bayern, but we lost at home to Galatasaray. Just got beat by Bournemouth. Brighton's B team, Newcastle's C team. The list goes on and on and on. 2 late goals against Brentford to get past them. What are we talking about? Where is his confidence coming from? Who's playing well? Who's creating for us? Who's scoring goals? Our best players are also not playing. And where Toronto, this manager's dinnered. Like, we know this. It is. But speaking of that,
don't they have shame? Like, don't these players have shame? Like when Marcus Rashford walks onto the pitch and he thinks, I'm Marcus Rashford, and he's looking at Solanke and looking at all these man, like, rah, these man just balled out and beat us. Like, don't they have shame in their hearts as ballers? Like, I just don't like you look at Old Trafford, like you're home. Like, it's mad, bro.
It's not shame, because you give them too much credit. It's not that they have shame, they're just not very good. I keep saying this. People keep talking about mentality and leadership and all that thing. And yeah, I don't think their mentality is very good. But I think even if you instilled this team with the best mentality in the world, yes, we'd get some better results, but we wouldn't be much better off because there's a just clear lack of skill. Having mentality doesn't make you more creative.
Exactly.
Having mentality doesn't make you better at scoring goals. Like now, tracking runners and things of that nature and being organized, yes, that is helpful mentality, just sheer will, just sheer determinations, because we see teams in the league do that. Bournemouth for one of those teams. We see Everton do it. West Ham just got beat up badly on the weekend, but they're another team that I like that. But in regards to where we want to be at and dying at the top table, that should just be compulsory. Like City have that. You know what I'm saying? Their mentality's there, their leadership's there, but then on top of that, what they also have is fantastic skill. That's what it is. Yeah. From a technical
and do you know what the problem with United as well, man? Yeah. Sorry to cut your flows again. We don't have no consistency as to why we play bad. And when I say that, I mean, like, for example, last season, we knew that home we play well and away there's something wrong. So there was a consistent, like, okay, because we're away, that's why. Now it's like home or away, it's like a dice, bro. Like, we could win, we could lose. Like, it's mad, bro. It's mad. There's no consistent pattern of why we're losing and, okay, why we won here. And we can win, play so good and so bad in the medium and then bad. Like, it's just, these players are embarrassing.
No, you're right. And we've got nothing to buy into as well, Rhino, as well at the moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Do you know what? Shout out to Flawless, though, because that needs to be your pattern now, man. You need to have that on the soundboard or something. Yeah. Every single time somebody goes, Flawless, do you think it's this? Do you think it's that? And he's like, these players are just not good. Do you know what I mean?
Click that in it. Yeah. I think he's frozen unless he's playing mind games on us. Glazers have got him.
Mad thing is free him.
Glazers, let him go.
Locked him out. His own show locked him out.
Oh my god, he'll be back. He'll be back.
That's how disappointed he is. You know, that face was like, I'm disappointed with United.
Rhino, you make a good point, man. That's one of the main reasons why I feel like Ten Hag is not good enough. Because, right, like, look, it's been long enough to establish like what we're trying to do. We're now sitting here. You're now sitting here saying that it's like rolling the dice at this moment in time.
18
There's so much unpredictability and inconsistency. This amount of length in to his tenure. Yeah, so it's like
crazy.
It's not good enough, bro. At the end of the day, it's not good enough, man. And that's just the facts, man. And I don't want it to be that way, but it is what it is, man.
It's hard.
If you can somehow turn it around, then cool.
Yeah.
But how? How, Sway?
Exactly, Danny. You just hit the nail on the head. Every single time we're asking how for so long. Flawless, you missed it, man. I was wording you up saying, like, every single time someone tries to bring an explanation to you, it's like, yeah, Flawless, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. And you're like, these players just not good enough. But Flawless, it might be this, but
people always try. And
what we're doing here.
People always
by that one.
Yeah, what we're doing here. I'm clipping it. I'm clipping it today. I'm clipping it today. I'm using it. I said
it's facts, because I think people give excuse. I think it's giving these players.
It just simplifies the whole thing. He's right.
Yeah, rather than just say it and just call a spade and say. Yeah,
no, one more. When he says different cheeks are the same ass, it's different cheeks are the same. That one.
Like, that's it. Like, we just do it like when people like, we should have kept Fred. Would Fred improve? Like, let's not do that. Fred was
Loki, I'm kind of missing Fred though.
Yeah, but
I can't lie.
But that goes back to where we're at.
If I speak, I'll be in serious trouble.
Do I think Fred is better than what we have? Yes, but that is the problem. That's
not
the
where we
problem.
want to go. Exactly.
No, but that I hear what Flores, because Flores says the same thing about the goalkeeper situation as well.
Yes,
it's like a lot of us are like, yeah, we would rather have De Gea, but we would rather have neither of them. You know what I'm saying?
I don't get why it's go back. Like people don't do that anywhere else in life. You're in a relationship with a girl, it doesn't go well, it's toxic. You leave her, you get with the next girl, that doesn't go well. And then you go back to your ex. No, you wouldn't do that. You'd go and find another girl. You know what I'm saying? What we doing here? And then if that don't work, most relationships fail. Like that's just again, people. I don't know what it is turn stupid. Like when it comes to that, you wouldn't just go back to your ex because it didn't work with the next one. Oh well, just go back to her. No, it didn't work with her. It didn't work with this one. You go and find the next one. Same with the goalkeepers. It's not working with Onana. Okay, let's go and find another goalkeeper. No, go back to De Gea. The people forget he helped cost us 2 trophies last season. Oh, he's gonna act like that didn't happen. Did he not cost us in the FA Cup and the Europa League? People got shot. Was he not making mistakes after mistakes? And it's the same with the Fred thing as well. In regards to it, is he better than what we have? Yes, but was he good enough? No.
Don't replace shit with shit. Like
the whole aim was to improve. Like that's what it is. And was Mount an improvement? No. But a lot of you lot have blood on your hands with that because you lot told me that Mount was the guy. You know what I'm saying? Mount was the guy.
You know what? You know what's so funny? Me and Flores said, nah, he's not the guy. He's not the guy. I don't know why we're signing him. Like, what's the manager on, man? So, man, what are you saying? We go 2-0 up against Bayern Munich and then lose the game? Because that's the theme of our Champions League campaign so far. Go 2-0 up and lose.
I think they batter us. Harry Kane hat-trick and all that.
We're two. The last few games have shown you, and this is why the manager for me, as time's running out, is like, the basic principle of putting players in midfield is not happening on a week-to-week basis. I've never watched United for this many games. Even Mourinho would shore up the midfield. Like it's crazy. Like they're just literally. Imagine this year. You're going to do all the tactics this week. Can you imagine rival managers and they just turn around and they just go, guys, don't worry about training the whole week. Just run through the middle. When it comes to Saturday, just run through the middle, guys. Yep. Do you know what I mean? That's kind of what we are, innit? What's it called? Hole in the middle. We're just a donut FC, innit? So,
Leon, the maddest thing about Leon, you just said that this guy's Dutch. This guy comes from the lineage, of Johan Cruyff, you know, where total football, where the midfields, you control the game. And week in, week out, are you not seeing that we keep losing the midfield battle? Manchester United have been losing the midfield battle for a good 7 years, And I thought this guy would be the one that will stop all of that nonsense. And still, he persists on losing the midfield battle week in, week out. Doesn't matter if it's Bournemouth, doesn't matter if it's MK Dons, it doesn't matter who it is. Every game that I'm watching, we are constantly losing the midfield battle. Doesn't he not know that the football is won within the midfield? You're Dutch. You are Dutch.
I think it's how Buddy's doing it as well. It's how Buddy's doing it as well. It's like I've never seen just run for it. I've seen lack of quality in our midfield and giving the ball away too much. But I've never seen it where
the Rondo clips.
Yeah, but I've seen but I don't buy into. I don't know. That's only part of a training session. I don't look too much into that stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what I'm saying? If Flex explained a bit of that anyway as well. And he said they did that at the start for the press and then blah blah blah. I'm not saying the training's high quality, but I don't believe. Do you know what I mean? I just think he's picking
players are not high quality because we watch them week in, week out.
but they are of a quality where they can do the basics with the right manager. I think like we all know right now if he plays the right midfield three, we're not going to be creating any spectacular chances. But putting Mino and Amrabat together, putting Mino and Casemiro together, it makes a difference to your team. But this guy just goes, "Hi, Mr. Six. It's time for you to get cooked today. You ready? Do you know what I mean? We've seasoned you up." Jump on the pitch, and guess what? Guess what, number 6, you're going to be scapegoated in the media tonight as well, so be ready for that one as well. After seeing the same thing over and over and over and over again, so lone sixes get cooked, man.
It's crazy, and we see back in the days when Ferguson had these weird midfields and still done something like
guys that could do a job,
and Anderson and Gibson and them in midfield, you know what I'm saying?
And what's the crazy part about it is that we watched him because Leon mentioned it there about us doing better. We watched him do it last season with less.
This is what I'm saying.
Like we watched us be defensively resilient and defensively solid.
Yeah, people are still making excuses about injuries and shit.
And now you have more. You know what I'm saying? There was no Mano last season. Now you have Mano to add to
flawless. He did Ollie. Flawless. He did Ollie ball last season. He did McTominay Fred.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? He did McTominay Fred, and you've got better now.
We've got better. We've got better options.
More than anything, I just don't rate the mentality of him. He's just he's just a pussy, man. Because he's just reverted back to not even back. Like he's just folded, man. In all aspects, like he's folded to the pressure, to everything.
Danny, all of them have folded to the pressure and everything from the man.
Yeah, but come on, man, be inspirational as a manager,
all of them,
bro.
All of them,
like you said, he's from the Dutch philosophy and that, bro. Look who he had around him. You know what I'm saying? Like Ajax and that. Bring that to the table. Be bold. Be brave. Do what you need to do.
Danny, that man can't string three passes together. There is no way he can bring that Ajax football here, bro. There is no way. These men can't do the basics. The basics. Pass the ball to your fellow mate right next to you. 5 yards pass, they can't do that. 10 yards pass, they can't do that. You know, how many times have we sat here and said they just passed the ball off the pitch? Many years. And we expect the same thing from the guys we know that can't do it. They can't do it.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, man. You got to find a way and not keep persisting with the same bullshit. Like doing the same thing over and over is insanity, innit? This guy's insane. He's deluded. Like, you know what I'm saying? We've all been crying out for certain things. You want to see the pivots in midfield. You want to see Mino and Amrabat and that. Like, obviously this evening will be interesting how he lines up the midfield with obviously, you know, the players at his disposal and that. Like, what is he going to do tonight? We'll see. I don't think he's suddenly going to grow up here and start. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what's mad as well, Danny? Yeah, he thinks. You know what? This guy, I really think he thinks he's smarter than all of us. Like, we're seeing the basics, yeah, and like he's doing stuff like it's just mad. He's either keeping him like a contingency plan so then he can fall back on it and say, "Oh, this is my excuse," or he really thinks he's smarter than everyone else. Some of these decisions, it's just madness. Do you know what I mean?
He does think he's smarter than everyone else, and then even this disharmony he's causing with the team and like Varane and stuff like that. Like, come on, man, you got to take into account players like Varane have been there and done it. In fact, some would argue that they've achieved a lot of stuff as opposed to you, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? So you can't just throw everyone under the bus just because you don't like certain little minor things, semantics, and that. Oh, you turned up 5 minutes late, for example, or something like that. Obviously, we don't know the ins and outs. But putting two together, it just seems like Leon said, like he's just like, I feel like he's got some over inflated ego or something. Like he's got some sense of, I don't even know, man. It's crazy.
No, he's just too strict. But it's the funny thing that we was dying and crying out for a disciplinarian when we had Mr. Stoffman, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and saying that he's too nice. He's too nice. We need a manager that will come in and kick these players up the arse. He's come in. He's kicked a lot of these players up the arse. Even some of the players that we discussing, like Rafael Varane and some of other people's favorite players. And now we don't like it.
Nah, because the problem is, it's not a question of not liking it. It's a lack of consistency. Do I personally think you should be a disciplinarian? No. I don't think you should also be also not be a disciplinarian. You need to be balanced. Like we're talking about the midfield, be like the midfield. You need to be somewhere in the middle. Sometimes at point, you do need to be a disciplinarian, 110%. And other times you need a softer approach because what the problem is the lack of consistency.
It's true. It's the adaptability, bro. He don't have it.
You can't treat everybody. You can't treat everybody the same. So it is an adaptation.
You know what it is, man. I think he did have it before, you know. Oh, sorry,
Brian. Let me just jump in quickly, yeah. Shout out to Aaron. What Aaron said on Saeed's stream the other day, is he doesn't know how to speak to the younger players. You know, like you've got as the key art of a man manager in whatever role it is, football, sales, whatever it is, is being able to handle different people and understand what makes them tick. What do you know what I mean? What motivates them? What doesn't? And I just don't think he's got that. To be honest with you, if Ten Hag's doing our heading with his post-match interviews, what's it like being in training with him for 5 days a week?
And also, Ivorian, it's a consistency thing because it's like, all right, I'm going to be strict with certain players. Then other players can play 10 matches in a row, be shocking, and they don't get dropped.
There you go.
So then that undermines you. It's like, oh, you have favorites. If you like a certain player, then he can do what he likes. But if you dislike a certain player, if he steps out of line just a little bit, you're going to get banned. Like the whole Sancho situation, for example. But yeah, Rashford has played poorly all season, and it's only up until now you've dropped him.
Now.
Anthony's performed poorly all season, only up until now you've dropped him. How many poor performances do you need to see? But yet some other players don't even get the chance to perform poorly. Like a Palestri, I use Palestri as an example. He's not even got a run. He's not got 2-3 games in a row to start to see what his level is. Do I personally think
don't even get me started on Donny?
He deserves a chance. Donny, to me, deserves a chance at least. So then you can go, all right, he's failed. But McTominay will play week in, week out, putting in poor performances. That's what undermines you. Like
he snatches a little wonder goal or something.
Here's the baddest thing, yeah? We're complaining every week, yeah? McTominay's had less touches than Onana, yeah? That's Donny's game. Donny likes to touch the ball. Do you know what I mean? It's just madness. Do you know what I'm saying? But imagine being in training with this guy and he's saying to you, Flawless, you're not training up to the standards, you're not playing on the weekend. You're like, mate, I've just watched this piss poor Rashford next to me, mate.
Yeah, fact.
Who's been crap. I'd imagine hearing that.
100%. I know what I'm like, 110%.
I'm the same as you, bro.
Yeah, and that causes disharmony with all the players.
100%. I'm saying I play centre mid. If someone's playing ahead of me in central midfield, who's one's playing well and two is an actual central midfielder, I hold my hands up and go, you know what? Manager's better than me. But man, start playing centre backs in there or right backs and strikers. Now you taking liberties. You know what I'm saying? You taking let's not do that. You know what I'm saying, and they're not playing well on top of that. No. Gotta have a conversation about that. And that's been the issue. Is if the team's flying and playing well, guess what? You can be a disciplinarian. I'm saying you can do what Pep did, like when he called out Cancelo when Aki scored the winner in one of the games last season, and he said everybody in the changing room is going to be happy by one person. He can do that. You know why? Because you're Pep. You know what I'm saying, like that's it. Credit. People don't understand that credit in the bank is a thing because it's like, you know what? If I listen to Pep, I'm probably going to win major honors. So you're probably more likely to go, I'll shut up and just win here. Because I know he's probably got an idea of we're probably gonna win in the end. Right?
Yeah, real talk.
Are you gonna win in the end? Probably not.
And here's the other thing, Flawless, yeah. What happens if you answer back? Wonder what the answer is.
Yeah.
You turn back to me and you go, I don't agree with this. I bet he's like, do you know what I mean? So
what you say, Mandem? Onana stinker pending.
100%.
100% against Bayern Munich, man. He's gonna have floppy fingers, bro.
Pepper him, bro.
Oh, you lot are sad, man. It's our keeper, man. Get behind the keeper, man.
Champions League does something to Onana, bro. He does some mad juju or something.
No, funny thing is, Champions League does something to Onana at Manchester United. This Onana is not the same Onana that played that in. So that defense is completely different. Oh, the curse of Manchester United, guys, making a player who used to be good look bang average.
It's true, man. It really is, man. We've seen so many players come and go and just amount to nothing. Like Pogba was meant to be that guy, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Martial was meant to be that guy, like, coming up. Like, and it's just like, it's such a shame, man. It's disappointing. Bro.
Shout out to my guy Pogba. He was that guy, but he got let down, man. We never played the right midfield with him, man.
And he also, as well, Leon, he let himself down as well in certain aspects, you know.
I felt like,
as much as I love
a lot of pressure on his shoulders,
he did let himself down as well.
Dude,
the inconsistency.
Yeah, just weren't available enough. That was my problem with him the entire time he was here. Before we continue, though, over 90 people in the building. Let's share this across the socials. Let's get over 100 people in here. Make sure you subscribe to all the man them as well. Ivorian, Dan Tillyman, Rhino, Leon. All the links for their titles are in. All the links for their channels are in the title. So you just click the links, open up 4 new tabs right now, and you can subscribe to the channel. And this will keep running over as well, people. I mean, this show will keep running. And let's run up the likes on here. We're at 68 likes. Let's go up to 90 likes. Hit the subscribe button as well. Roll to 9K. We are less than 100 away now from 9K. We are trying to get there. We are 8,903 people. Continue to get your questions in. I've started the best questions, but there's 5 mics here. So, you know, the man have got stuff to get off their chest. But we'll
Did he just cut again?
It's first again. I thought it was my signal. Yeah.
What is up with the internet these days?
Also, I'll carry that on, people. Welcome to Sarcasm City TV. Make sure you smash a like and subscribe, guys. And also, people, it's been a rough couple of weeks for Rhino, man. So, guys, make sure you give him some words of encouragement, man. He's gone from Ten Hag in to Ten Hag out, and I've seen a change in his demeanor. He's not having any of it anymore. So, Rhino, man, like, what was the pivotal moment for you where you just thought, nah?
It's just that moment when I realized Ten Hag is not the same Ten Hag, you know. He's different. He's not that
Shout out to Musa
guy, you know. Yeah, man, Musa called it from early, and it's just unfortunate that the basics that I feel like can keep me in check, he's not doing. And that's where he's lost me. When we lost to Bournemouth was obviously another nail in the coffin, but when we lost to Newcastle, that Newcastle defeat was absolutely like shocking for me. And that was the change. That was the pivotal moment, man. Like, we're starting to see a little bit of consistency with like the likes of him dropping Rashford and play people that he thinks are playing well, but we need to see more of it. And that's the only way that I can turn around and say, okay, you know what? Let me give a bit of faith back into Ten Hag. He's playing the right players. He's trying. I want to see that manager that we had last season where in game he was affecting it. He was making certain choices and he was changing the game. You feel me? He was putting the right players on. They were scoring. He knew, okay, we've got a weakness on this side. Let me just change the left back. Or he was making very good in-game decisions, and he didn't always get it right. But he got so many right that the ones that he didn't get right were just, okay, you know what? Let's criticize the manager, but cool. Next week we know he's gonna get it better. We could set up against Man City and we could get something out of it last season. Liverpool, Arsenal, any team, we weren't scared because we knew that Ten Hag might get it wrong, but at the same time, there's likelihood that he'll get it right. So that's what's changed for me. Like, I don't have that confidence no more that Ten Hag can tactically set us up well. Last season, that was his biggest thing. Ten Hag's got that.
But because he did do it last season, it's like
it should be in there somewhere.
Yeah, it's somewhere, but he just turned into a pussy for some reason.
Yeah, he's changed, bro. Yeah,
he's changed, you know.
Like, you can bring it back. I don't see it happening, but there's always something. You can always bring it back, no matter what.
That's what I'm hoping for.
He needs to start changing and showing us something, like, and that consistency.
Yeah.
Like you said, if you get that string of consistency and you keep doing the right things, then cool. I'll be back.
Danny, here's the thing. Yeah, here's the thing. I don't know how loud it is. I'm in Costa in it.
I don't believe.
Well, I'm back.
He's not doing the things, like, it's all about the process that leads to the result. Yeah, and everything that we're seeing, doesn't add up. It's just not adding up at the moment. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's like, from his man management to his the way he's picking the formations, tactics in games, managing players off the pitch. It's hard to.
And Leon, to even echo that quickly, I feel like my problem is if he did this whole military like strictness, I'll be fine with it. Like, if he was actually roofing Varane because he thinks, Varane, you know what you're done, I'll be on that. If it was consistent, like, you could see where as soon as Anthony acts up, Anthony's out. You know, there's nobody safe. Bruno had a stinker. Bruno's out. Or he gets dropped for the first half. I need to see that ruthlessness. Like, anyone can get dropped. As long as you're playing well, you're safe. That's what I need to see. If he could do that, then cool. But man's saying if he could. Last season he would. Last season he always found a way. He did the. I remember when we played Man City at home and he did the mid block and City couldn't do nothing. Yes, that game we had the whole controversy with the offside, but realistically we played well that game. You feel me? Even at the start of the season when we played Arsenal, that's the kind of Ten Hag tactics that you normally see. He's good at nullifying teams, but we don't see it no more, and that's why now my faith's gone. That's where it's gone.
The other thing as well, Rhino. He's one of the biggest things as well is, pivotal times when we've needed him to step up and actually say something like that we can hold on to, he's come out with some of the maddest stuff, like when he said, I'm going to play Rashford till, like, after all the bad performances we've seen, I'm just going to keep playing Rashford until he's in form. I was like, bro, fam, what are you doing?
Bro, no, absolute nonsense, bro. And Ten Hag, like, there was so many good things about him, and he wasn't the perfect manager, but he was in those conversations, you know. But something's just changed, and you know, United, we can always say that this club kills players, it kills managers and whatever. But for me, the most frustrating part of it is how much pressure can you have that you can't just drop someone like McTominay, or you can't just short the midfield. The only way that I can turn around and squeeze a positive out of something is that he's being consistent in the way he wants to play. He's forcing this lone DM. Because Liverpool used to play like that, but they had the players to play like that, where they could play high octane.
The 2-8s did a lot of the donkey work as well.
Yeah.
It was a lone 6 technically.
The eights were helping out, and that's the problem. Flawless, like that's the job that Mount was here for. You know, I'm going to be back and forth. That's what McTominay should be doing. McTominay should be helping defend and helping attack. But we know McTominay's best attributes is doing the third man run and getting the poacher's goal. That's the only attribute he has. You know, and maybe giving a bit of stick when we're having a rival game, and he's got a little bit of bite and grit in him, like he's a bit of a fouler. Last season, I loved that from McTominay. When we had our little derbies and stuff, he's fighting for the team, he's getting the yellows, he's getting stuck in there. That's all my man does, bro. Like Manchester United midfield, McTominay's like, it's mad. And don't get it twisted. As a quickly, sorry, Ivorian, as a sub or as an impact player, I'll take McTominay. You know, last 10 minutes, let's roll the dice and hopefully he can get a goal for us. But he's holding up our midfield. Nah, it's wrong. It's
Scott I got one question.
Flawless, you said you liked it last week.
That song is catchy. The song's fire. I'm not gonna
it's
lie.
hard though. It's cold.
Wrong player though. We know what we need to do. We need to sign a bad boy and actually change that song to the bad boy.
Boy, man said sign a bad boy on some Diddy. Loud, man.
Guys,
Relax, man.
quick question, yeah. Despite everything that you guys said, yeah, even if the manager does everything that we want to see from him, yeah, do you guys believe these players can actually do it? Because I don't believe in anything.
Because they did it last season.
I don't believe them.
They did it last season.
Last season, he found a way. Yeah,
they did it to a certain extent, but you guys
to an extent,
yeah, of course.
Like, you guys are not good enough.
But that's where you then need better talent. Like that's where the issue. Like I will take the manager setting us up in a way, and us falling short because of talent. I watch Spurs
all day. I'll take that all day long.
The reason why Spurs have fallen short recently is because of the lack of talent. The play style is there. They're getting the ball in the correct areas is there. It's just a question of just the talent in the final third and the talent in the midfield that's missing. You take Maddison out of it, you take Son out of it, you take Kulusevski out of it, they still play the same way. It's just that the rest of the players are not good enough. So that's what it was last season. Continue with what you did last season. Well, what you do is get better attackers. Yes, you get better midfield. You get better midfielders as well. You also get better fullbacks, and then you kick on from there with that, and then eventually you evolve that style. Yes,
he could have done it, but he spent all that money on Anthony.
We spent enough.
For example,
we spent enough. It's the signings. Look at his signings. Look at his signings this summer. What signings of his have hit this? What side? But Ivorian, let me ask you, what signings of his have hit this season?
Let me tell you something. None of these signings have done anything, in my opinion. You know,
that's my point.
They've been piss poor. You know, everyone keeps saying that we had a fantastic summer, and I look at that the signings that we made. We had a shit summer. You know,
facts.
You know,
that's the Ivorian. That's the problem, though. If we would have even got 2 of our 4 signings right, and he would have carried on doing what he did last season, we'd be in a much better situation. So not only is the manager switched up the system, the tactics, and we're performing.
Yeah, and apparently you can't play the Ajax way. Like you can't play the Ajax way. No.
Danny, how do you expect us to play the Ajax way when McTominay don't come for the ball or come to receive and he's called McShadow? How do you expect to play the Ajax way? When
guys, it's not even about the Ajax way. It's about a way that we understand. We don't understand what he's trying to do.
McTominay's playing because of the manager. There's only so long I can blame McTominay when the manager continuously picks him. That's the manager.
You will never get the Ajax way. The Ajax way is not the Manchester United way.
But it's the fact that he said it and then bought.
He never said it.
Failed.
We hired him to play like that.
No. But I'm saying he didn't even say that. But he said about he can't because he ain't got the players.
He ain't got the technical players.
But then he bought players, bro, and he could have used that money better if you had a certain style.
The players that we bought are all trash, in my opinion, man. How do you go from looking at your first target in Harry Kane and then Tottenham refused to sell because they don't want to sell?
But guess what? He didn't need to do any of that.
You get to Rasmus Højlund, who I personally feel like he's not ready.
He bought Højlund.
Yeah, he bought Højlund. He didn't have to go for Kane
or Højlund. We have got who else would we have got? We was looking.
That's the job of your team and that, bro.
We was eyeing up Osherman, right?
I don't think Osherman's the guy either. I don't think Osherman's the guy either.
He's not the guy.
You don't need top world-class players to play competent and organized football.
Flawless, you're a gangster. This is the point that I always make. Sorry to interrupt. I always make this point. You don't need to buy £50 billion ballers. All you need to do is actually go buy 20 to 30 million pound.
Exactly. If you're
it's just about, and shout out to Najee, just a quick one. It's just about player profile. It's just about having a sheet and just fill in the player profile.
I say it all the time. I say it all the time. It's not about names. It's about, all right, I need my striker to do this, and this. All right, here's a list of strikers that do this, and this. And it's the same all over the pitch. I need my right back to do this, and this. These are the attributes I need. Okay, here's a list of right backs who do this, and this. And then you look at transfer value, you look at age, you look at where they've played, etc., injury records, and then you pick. So the whole thing about him, if the second, because the thing is, Kane and Osimhen, that shouldn't be two options. You know why? Because they're different strikers. Why are you looking? Let's say, for argument's sake, that was the case. If you before you go, that is flawed right there. That is a mistake because they don't do the same thing. Why are you looking at Kane and Osimhen? That goes to show you don't really have any idea, and you're just looking at names because Kane and Osimhen don't do the same thing. What are we talking about? They don't do the same. They're not the same striker whatsoever. Now, if it was Kane and Tony, I'd hear that because they are more similar in profile. But Kane and Osimhen are not the same. So how do you go and added on top of that, Kane, Osimhen, and Højlund are different. So what are we talking about?
Yeah, to play devil's advocate,
Danny, I want to play. The thing is, we can say all of that, profiling, etc. But that's all down to recruitment. The recruitment team.
Yeah.
What are they doing? You know,
yes.
You can't just be a football club relying on the manager's suggestions. You know, that's not. It doesn't work like that no more.
That's true.
You know, are you telling me that Manchester United don't have a good recruitment team that they're just relying on what the manager wants?
We don't have a good recruitment team. No, we know that fact. That is also a problem. But I also have to critique the manager for that before you go, Dan. It's because he signed the players.
Yeah,
so I have to.
But to play devil's advocate, he could be potentially stuck in between a rock and a hard place because if you haven't got that infrastructure around you at the same time, like when he was at Ajax, for example, or wherever certain people are at, they have competent people around them to to give them a second opinion on things and like actually advise them. I feel like Ten Hag maybe don't have nothing, like no advisor. So they're relying on him.
Are you going to Darren Fletcher and John Murtaugh to get footballing advice?
If that's the case, leave because you're not up to the job. That's why I'm not hearing this shit.
Real talk.
You can't leave.
Oh, by the way, you know what this is looking like?
If you are incapable of doing the job and you don't have the correct structure around you to do your job, leave.
But that's why he's probably feeling that now because remember when Van Gaal said to him, I
don't think he is. I don't think he is. I think he believes he's doing a good job. That's why I don't hear this.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he's much. You know what's mad? Has anyone got kids or like younger people in the family, cousins or whatever? Yeah. What happens? If they're like, "Oh, I want some sweets," and you give them a tenner and send them to the shop, they're gonna spend that tenner. That's what Ten Hag went mad with, innit? Ten Hag went nuts. He thought, Anthony, I've never had this money before. Crazy guy, man. The fact he's giddy, bro. Why did you sign Mason Mount with 1 year to go? You got hustled, bro. Do you know what I mean? The man was outside. Listen, somebody caught you on the corner shop, like round the corner. And said, "Oh yeah, bro, buy this iPhone." Right. You know them gypsy man that pull up and say, "Oh, buy the iPhone." And you open the box and it's some Chinese phone. That's what we got to swindle, bro.
A box of onions.
Because of the structure of Man United, in hindsight will tell you that Ten Hag was not the right guy to bring in.
Exactly.
Because in order to do all the stuff that we're saying, you need a certain type of profile. Like we're saying, in terms of you need a certain profile players for certain positions and that.
You're right.
You need a profile manager now. In hindsight, we can see that.
Well, what you need is somebody that's not naive, because this manager came in and thought by 4 or 5 players spend all that money and he'll turn things around. And obviously did a good job in the first season defensively. We've identified this. Flawless was breaking down the other day that offensively we're trash, and we have been. I mean, you scored 58 goals. We have been, yeah.
That's another thing that people are forgetting. People tell it, "Oh, the attacks are problem." No, the attack's been a problem the entire time we've been here. Now that's one on the individual players we have, and 2, that's also on a systematic thing. Because if you don't have the best individual players, then at least try and put the players in a system that allows them to create more chances. Because as much as I don't rate our attacking players, we should still be creating more than what we are. And that falls on the manager. That's why I'm not hearing anything about the manager. Plus, you've spent money on attacking players.
Exactly.
Højlund is your signing. Anthony is your signing. Mount is your signing. They are free. Mount, I use the word attacking loosely with him, but they are free offensive players you signed who are here to create and score goals. That's on you.
Exactly.
I don't think any of them. I don't think any of those. I think between the 3 of them in all the seasons they played, which is like 9-10 domestic league seasons, have hit double figures once in the league. That's on the manager. You knew this.
You know what? I won't. This is going to hurt me as well to say this. It's going to really hurt me to say this, yeah. But I won't rate United until they're a little bit more with the consistency team-wise as someone like Arsenal. Because if you look at Arsenal as a team, even though we hate them, they score goals everywhere in the pitch. Midfielders end the season with like 5-10 goals. Strikers get 15-20 goals. I would rather take that than going,
always liked the way they play.
I've always liked, but do you know what it is? Because if a player scores more than 20 goals for United, he's world class. He should be on the Ballon d'Or list. No, that's not how you become a great player, bro. It's about consistency, season after season after season. Do you know what I mean? And we rely on individuals all the time.
But in Arsenal's defense, for them to get to where they were now compared to the last 5-6 years, they made changes upstairs. We're still waiting for those changes. You know, they told Stan Kroenke to go away. Josh Kroenke came in, hired Edu, hired proper people who are competent in their role, and then hired Arteta and gave him the tools that he needed. Can you guys comfortably sit here and say Ten Hag has the tools that he needs to be successful?
It's not the point, though. Yes. It's not the point. Me and Flawless always agree that it's about with what he's got, he can do better with what he's got. He's got money. We got money, man.
Yes,
money
because
ain't enough.
No. It's not about money being enough. He had a successful season last season, so yes.
Money ain't enough, guys.
No. But you said, does he have the does he have the
structure, the foundation for him to thrive in that building?
To be successful, yes, because he did it. Because he did it last season.
So last season, Ivorian, what are you defining as success, though? Is he defining it as like league every year?
So last season wasn't a success.
No, I'm not saying no to the success of last year. I'm saying the foundation in place.
So that's the point.
To succeed to his best.
But that's the point I'm making, though. Mm-hmm. Consistently, we know that. No one's here asking for consistency. We're saying one-offs. Can he be successful here? Yes, because he was successful last season. So that dispels this whole myth that he can't be successful. Now, can he be consistent and win Premier Leagues back-to-back and get to the latter stages of the Champions League? Probably not. I would agree with that and say it's very tough. But yes, he had a successful last season. What are we talking about here? We spend enough to be better than what we are. We spend enough to win the second-tier trophies. I'm talking about you telling me we don't spend enough and don't have a structure that's good enough to win an FA Cup or League Cup or
exactly.
Europa League. Of course
there you go.
We reached both finals. We reached both finals last season, and we should have reached the Europa League final. What are we talking about? Prem and Champs is different. If we're talking the creme de la creme, different. Klopp doesn't have the best structure. He's successful at Liverpool.
Technically, he does. He's got the right people around him.
So why are the fans FSG out then?
To do what he needs to do.
Okay, so why are Liverpool fans FSG out then? No.
Hold on. Ask a Liverpool fan why the FSG.
You talk to Liverpool fans, Ivorian, so you know this. Why are Liverpool fans FSG out?
I don't. They're FSG out because of lack of funding.
No, because yes, which also ties into the structure.
Yeah, because
if they would have signed the structure,
fine.
No, it's not fine. Otherwise, they didn't sign.
If you look into it, it's not.
They've got the right people in place for them to be successful.
If their structure was right, why did they not sign Caicedo and Lavia when they needed DM?
Money.
It wasn't a money. They put 100 million up on Caicedo. They put 100 million up on him. What are we talking about here?
No, I think I've already. Yeah, if you look into it, it's not but as much. But what you're obviously saying like he doesn't have the most to succeed thingy. What is your definition of success? Because
when I say foundation and the structure, this is based. Dan knows what this is based on. The people behind you doing the background and the working, which means upstairs needs to be right first of all.
Both things are correct. What you're saying is correct, and what everyone else is saying is correct. It doesn't negate the fact that he still doesn't have the best of help around him type thing. That's true as well. So everything is true. It's all one big ball of just fuckery. Like,
listen, if you're surrounded by
shit, platform, but he should still be doing better with.
And absolutely, what I can say with you guys is that a manager's job is to get the best out of his resources, even if it's a pile of shit. Yeah, and he hasn't done that this season, which I can agree with you on. And that's the reason why I'm not with this manager.
And it's very hard, bro. No, but it's very hard because the fact is he is not good enough. But another fact is it is going to be hard for him. You're asking for the impossible for this guy. Like Ferguson was just some one-off type of exception when it comes to generational.
The GOAT.
Exactly. So we're asking for a lot. So it is Ten Hag's fault in many ways, but in some ways it's not at the same time because I can imagine it must be a very hard job. This is the hardest job in the world, bro.
Oh,
in
real
terms of
talk.
management, this club.
Solid.
So I feel for him in one way, but at the same time, I don't, because he's not helping himself when he's saying certain things in the press conferences. The way he's moving, in-game management, his so-called tactics, yeah, all that shit, yeah.
Repeat that again.
Tactics.
Yeah, fucking Egypt, yo.
You know them ones, like he just pisses you off. He gets you like he just pisses you, annoys you. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, he don't help himself. He can bring it back. I'm not one of these fans that are like, that's it. He can, but it's very unlikely. But I hope that he can surprise me and everyone else and somehow bring it back. I'm asking for a miracle. I'm asking for Jesus to come back, but we don't know, innit? It is what it is. Football is very strange.
Asking for a miracle. Yeah, you hear what you just said?
We all sit here hoping for hopes and prayers.
Man said the miracle before Christmas. Crazy.
Yeah, I ain't got no hopes and prayers. This man just done up, man. Like, just watch what we're watching. You know what I'm saying? How much more money do you need to? Like I said, I'm asking for the basics.
And the basics ain't being covered, which I completely understand, man.
Yeah,
that's why
he can do it though. Like what you said last season.
I think he
can do it. He's just being a pussy.
Yeah, I think it's a pressure thing.
Oh, what if he is doing everything that you said, but these men can't do it themselves?
That's not the
I think it's evident that he's not. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, innit? Because we don't know what goes behind closed doors.
Yeah, we don't. We know what's.
But we already seen enough in front.
We know what's going on the pitch, and that's the indication.
And we know what the players are capable of doing as well.
Set up right. Yes, you have to baby these men. You can't leave them out there by themselves. And he did that last season. That's the point that I'm making is you did all the things I'm asking for this season is what you did last season. It's nothing new. I'm not asking for attacking football. I'm not asking for us to create a load of chances and score a load of goals. I'm saying do what you did last season. Organized, defensively resilient. You can do that because you have even better tools but you are not because the pressure's getting to you. That's why I don't hear anything about structure. So I'm not hearing anything in regards to the play. We know the players are not good enough. You picking the players. It's you. You know what I'm saying? You call him McShadow, all these type of things and all this. Who's playing McTominay week in, week out? McTominay's not picking himself. That's on the manager. That's why I don't even blame McTominay. Yes, I'll critique him in game, but who's playing him week in?
So Flawless, are you putting no percentage on like the fact that the shit around him is mash up as well? Like, are you one or the other, or are you like
in regards to what? In regards to what? The structure? Or are you talking about the players?
The blame game, basically. Is that what
you're saying? Just like what we're saying, because you're saying you don't want to hear about
not on the pitch. You know why? Because when we had
the structure thing as well.
You know why I don't hear the structure. You know why I don't hear the structure thing? Because when we had a successful season last season, no one went praising the structure. So you can't have it both ways. It can't be no. It can't be we win and have a successful season last season and we just praise Ten Hag and praise the players, but then the structure gets no praise whatsoever. But then when we lose, we want to all of a sudden look at the structure. Like, no.
Last season, we had a successful season, but owners out, structure out.
It's always owners out, structures out. But the point that I'm making is that we don't praise the structure when we win, so therefore we can't critique it and blame it when we lose, because you can win in spite of it, because he did it last season. What are we talking about? He did it last season. All I'm asking for is him to revert back to what he did last season. I even saying finish third. I even saying have the second best home record. I'm not even saying go win a Carabao Cup. I'm not even saying go get to the FA Cup final. Again, be a cohesive, organized unit. I'm saying playing McTominay week in, week out is nothing to do with the structure. Playing Rashford week in, week out is nothing to do with the structure. Playing Anthony week in, week out is nothing to do with the structure. Dropping Varane for Johnny Evans, Maguire, and Lindelof is nothing to do with the structure. And the list goes on. Stop blaming the structure. It's nothing to do with the structure, what this man's doing. That's nothing. Signing Mount is not on the structure. Technically, he asked for him.
But what? He asked for him. So in terms of what we were saying not too long ago about hiring the right people around him, like the scouts and all that, they should have had that in place so that he wouldn't have been able to make like.
I hear that, Dan, but I flip this on the head. I flip this on his head. Then with the Mount situation, even if you have a great structure, great recruitment, you still get things wrong. You get signings wrong. But obviously it's limited. In City with Pep, we'd say they have the best structure, best everything, right? They've got signings wrong. Did they not sign Claudio Bravo? Did they not sign Goldbridge? You know what I'm saying? Are people not
Like,
questioning?
to be fair, I'm just trying to find something to back, man. Like,
There's
but
nothing to back.
it's like
There's nothing to back.
You don't deserve to be
I'm
back.
not backing him. My
other
club's
thing?
a shambles, guys.
I'm
You don't
just
exactly.
toe.
You know, the other thing that I want to add to what Flawless said as well, yeah?
Mhm.
He said, like, he's signed these players, he knows these players, yeah? You've had a whole season with this squad. So you should understand this squad by now. You should understand kind of who you can rely on, who you can't, who can play well consistently, what each player's attributes are. Do you know what I mean? Where they fit into the system that you are building. But it seems like this season he's just kind of lost his way on all of that. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I thought you were like, if you look at the way he set up last season compared to this season, I don't recognize us at all.
Yeah, that one there, I completely get
man.
Leon, and I'm with Flawless. Go back to what you was doing last season because
That's
that wasn't that bad. Just go back, like
and build on that.
Like take your ego out of the way, your pride and all that stuff. Because I know these men; these are very proud men, and they're very egotistic, and they will go with their ways and die with their ways. That's how they are when it comes to football. They never want to change. But go back to what you did. After game 2 of the Premier League last season, where you decided to ditch what you wanted to do and go to somewhere where there was stability. You know, we're in a bang in middle of November. December. It has not worked for 3 months from August all the way to now. Your plan has not worked. Go back to plan B and have stability. That's all I asked for because I can't take this gap in midfield. You know, my heart, you know, I'm 34 years old. You know, I can't have heart attacks at this age, man. It's not healthy for me, you know. It's not healthy for any of us. So, man, go back to what you was doing best. You know, play defensive football for all I care, man. You know, until the end of the season. And when you're ready to get the players that you want to get, and if the right things come in terms of ownership and structure that can give you your backings, then we'll see what happens. But till now, go back to what was working. You know, although it wasn't great at times, go back.
Listen, man, it's true, man, and you just gotta find a way. Like a good manager will adapt and find a way. Do you know what I'm saying? And like someone said in the comments, who would you sack if you get rid of Ten Hag? It's not our job. Like we're not super experts. We're just fans that give our opinion on things. You know what I'm saying? Ten Hag needs to just do what he needs to do, bro. You're meant to be a manager, competent. You know more than us. Prove us all wrong. Do you know what I'm saying? That's all we're asking for. Like, show us something. And unfortunately, he hasn't done that this season. And that's just facts. So we can't blame anyone who says he's not good enough. Get him out. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just what it is. Like, I feel like it's going to be very hard for him to bring it back. But
and you know what's so funny?
It.
Manchester United have no plans for who will come in next. Because at the end of the day, we've got a situation, ownership problem. Who's going to make that decision of sacking him? So if anyone thinks he's going to get sacked right now, you're having a laugh, man. We are the best at foreplay. We will foreplay you unto the extent when you said, you know what, I'm tired. Just come off of me right now. It's gone. It's lost. It's the truth. We've seen it with signings, transfers. We've waited 3 months knowing that we're signing this player. It's the truth. Am I lying?
I didn't even catch that.
The realest. It's the realest. It's the realest shit I've ever said so far.
That's an Ivorian special right there.
That's an Ivorian spice special right there.
Yeah, that is an Ivorian spice. Emphasis on spice. Emphasis on spice. You know what I'm saying? Joke, man.
So yeah, man, I don't see it happening, man. Let's wait until the changes are made. Which
I'm not gonna be one of them people though that because he is just ultimately been shit this season, and it's just all like I hate him, and that's it. It's over. Like, and bro, there's always something. There's always something. You done what you done last season. Just change it, bro.
But how long do we give him to do that? I don't think he is going to.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to give it. Like, I'm done myself.
I agree with you, Dan, to an extent. I was at bargaining. Yeah. I kept saying it for weeks on end on the show. I was on here saying, you know what, just revert back to what you did last season. And then it came a point where I was like, oh, you're not going to do it? All right, bye. You ain't got time to wait for you to turn it around. I'm saying for you to act right. What kind of shit? This ain't no relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Might do it. Starting tonight, he might suddenly do it, man.
And guess what? There'll be Chelsea all over again. We play well tonight. We beat Bayern Munich, and then we go to Anfield on Sunday and get.
What it needs to be, it needs to be the next 10 games, but it needs to be the next 2 months that you're consistently adopting something new and it's working, and then I'll be more open to. You know what I'm saying?
Rap, man.
He ain't got credit in the
run up
bank
the
right now.
likes, though. Continue to run up the likes, people. Hit the subscribe button. We will get onto the Liverpool game in a second as well. But before we get onto that, our captain is missing that. Ivorian mentioned it earlier, so we'll start with you, Ivorian, on that. Do you think Bruno got booked on purpose to miss the Anfield game?
Fucking yes, bro. The man has no balls. He knew it. Like I said before earlier on, yeah, and big pause on that as well. But like I said earlier on, man knew he was one yellow card away from getting a suspension. And he said to himself, you know what? I'm probably going to be missing in that Liverpool game regardless. Might as well just get a yellow card so I can be completely missing. Because I'll be honest with you guys, he took that. He got the yellow card on deliberately. It's deliberate, you know. What was the reason for Bruno Fernandes to go to the referee and whine and moan?
Well, I would say this.
There was no reason.
Oh, shit, I'm on me. I just sorry quickly, yeah. I don't think he did it on purpose. You know why? Because as much as he's not the best player and he goes missing, Bruno always has fight in him. Bruno never gives up.
I think it's just who he is.
You don't have that mentality.
Right, hold on. Bruno... Let me ask you a question, Randall. Let me ask you a question.
Oh, Bruno, here we go.
I agree.
Randall, you're my done. You know what I'm saying? So let me ask you this question. No, this is no disrespect.
Hey, when you talk about Bruno with flawless, you have to listen. You have to know what you're saying.
I just got one question to you because you said you don't.
Yeah, go on. Shoot.
He always has fire and always has fight.
Yeah.
When we played last season away at Liverpool, do you think he gave up?
Mm-hmm.
The last game,
yes,
he played at Anfield. Do you think?
Wait, which game was that? Was that the one? Was that the one? Was that the one where? Was that the one where Gary Neville made the comment? Was that the one he made the comment?
Yeah.
But even Gary Neville's comment was a lie, though. It was a lie.
No,
you know
I'm not
man
talking
ain't
about
understanding.
No, I just want to know, do you think he gave up in that game? You watch, do you think he gave up?
Okay, cool. Let me draw a line, yeah? So there's a fine line between being crap but still trying. Bruno tries, even if he's missing, he still tries. So I think in his heart, he never gives up. But it doesn't justify. I'm not trying to say that just because you don't see him in the games, he's still fighting, he's just crap. You know,
I think people,
and somehow
people are focusing on the wrong perspective. Like they're looking at it wrong. It's not a question of did he mean to do it or not. The fact is,
go on.
Yeah, he is who he is. He lacks the awareness, regardless of if he meant it or not. He did it, and he's been doing that. He's been petulant. You know what I'm saying? That's just who he is as a person. So if he meant it or not, he still did it. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So at the end of the day,
I get that.
Because that's who he is, bro. Like he could have, regardless, he might have done it intentionally, he might have not. End of the day,
that's
he's
Bruno,
still done it, and that's Bruno.
Yeah.
So what if he done it or not? If he meant to, he was going to do it regardless.
It was none of his business to go to the referee and moaning.
He was going to always do some shit like that.
But Dan, you're looking at it from the way you're looking at it is not wrong. But the question, the reason why I asked the question like that is because it is a conversation. Did he do it on purpose? Like that's why
I don't know. I would say I don't know, but I don't really care because he is who he is, and I don't. Because
as much as I don't rate Bruno, I'm in agreement with that. Most people think, "Oh, I'm gonna absolutely like butcher him for doing it." I don't
think he's emotional. He's just very emotional, so you don't know.
That's a bad thing. But I don't know if he did it on purpose. Number one, so let me just clear that up, people. All I'm saying is we don't know. The fact that this is a conversation tells you all you need to know about the level of this man and where he's at. This should not be a conversation because last season, before we played Arsenal, we had Crystal Palace the game before. Casemiro was a booking away from missing the Arsenal game, and he got booked in that Palace game that we drew 1-1. There was zero conversation about Casemiro getting booked on purpose. Why is there a conversation about him doing it on purpose? Why?
Because he set himself up to be perceived.
It shows it shows the level of where we're at that we think he would chuck it in. That's the captain leader. That people have you heard Ivorian say 110%. Yes, he did it. Well, ask Leon when he gets back. Rhino doesn't think. You don't know. I don't know. The chat, I've seen everybody in the chat talking about it. Man, super chatted.
Look, I think as a footballer, I would highly doubt. I'll be very surprised if he didn't want to play. He comes across. I know he's emotional, but he comes across as someone who wants to play every game. We've seen he does play every game. You know what I'm saying? In terms of the work ethic, like we can't question that. Do you know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Like you know what I'm saying? So I doubt he wanted to intentionally miss that game. It's a big game. Bro.
I think he did it like the way he did it.
Why?
You know, right? One,
why
we don't
are you
know
even in the game
that
playing
shit.
football then?
Mate, just
Like,
to
do you know what I'm
clarify,
saying?
before you go, just to clarify, people, Ivorian said that number one, number two, we have
That's
no
his own
clarification
views.
they did it. But yeah, that's Ivorian's Christchurch United. Secondly, the thing is though,
People
Dan,
just don't like
Dan,
the guy, so they're saying,
Dan,
"Oh, he 100%
no,
done it." Like,
Dan,
it's just not that the
I hear the
objective.
argument.
You know what I'm saying?
I could believe that he would do that. I could believe
You
it.
could, but then he might
Yes.
have not. Like, I don't.
Yeah, no, I know, but the fact, no, but the fact that it's a conversation is the biggest problem. I think people are missing
but-
the entire point.
Yeah.
Why
Why
is
are
it
we
a
having this
conversation?
conversation?
We're having this a conversation because we know his character on the football
Look
pitch.
at this comment from Depay. 100% purpose. He's a rat.
Yeah? That's crazy.
Like,
But the fact is, I go back to the Casemiro thing. Last season, nobody thought Casemiro got booked on purpose to not play away against Arsenal. Nobody. Why is
Arsenal
it a
fans did.
conversation?
Arsenal
And
fans
it's
tried
like-
to make it a good joke.
it's basically
Yeah,
the
banter,
boy who
yeah,
cried
yeah.
wolf, innit? It's basically the boy who cried wolf, innit?
They've been running jokes. The fact, like I said, the fact that Ivorian can say on Memphis Depay, big up for the super chat, can say, yeah, he definitely did it. I can't argue them down. That's a problem. I can't tell Ivorian categorically you're wrong. Now, if he said Casemiro's name, I'm saying that. If he said Varane's name, I'm saying that. I could see him doing that because I watched him give up when we lost 7-0. I watched him give up in that same place last season. Where was he when we get him packed in?
Actually, no, flawless. I can't lie. Varane's bottled it for us. Varane has bottled it for us.
When
I think the City game, there was a City game when everyone was saying that he's faking his injury because he can't hack it. I think I secretly I think Varane bottled it that game. Still.
I know the game you're talking about is the game we got beat 6-3. When he went off injured, when he went off injured, we was only 2-1.
Oh yeah, true.
It was only 2-1.
You know what it is with Bruno, man?
Yeah, it was only 2-1 or 1-1. Go on, carry him.
You know what it is with Bruno, man? Danny hit the nail on the head, man. His lack of self-awareness. Like, this guy only cares about himself. That's all he cares about.
But he's just an emotional guy, isn't it?
Exactly. And you know what it is? It goes back to Flawless's point of the wrong profile of players. Do you know what I mean? It goes back to like how have we ended up with someone like that? And like people cover it up and say like, yeah, he's GA and his stats are rare. You're gonna get good stats when everything gets played for you. Like we pulled it up the other day. Flawless, was you there when Saeed pulled all the numbers up on that stream and he had like, 383 minutes between each goal or something mad like that. Like, do you know what I mean? So you can shove your GA up your, you know what I mean? I'm not interested. So at the end of the day, yeah, it's the lack of self-awareness. I would hate to play with someone like Bruno. I would hate. If I was Højlund right now, I wouldn't like it. I would not like it. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what it is for me though, Leon? Yeah, like as much as people don't like Bruno, like I like Bruno more than the average person does. But I've more grown to like be annoyed with his petulance towards this end of the season. But I rate Bruno. I think if you put the right midfield around him, and like for example,
he's not
you can afford to do all that.
People go on
if you're producing good performances, not just goals, but if you're producing
game in, game out.
I'll take that.
He's not consistent. Yeah,
but look, people take different things from football sometimes as well. It's like let's not act like goals is not something at the same time.
Yeah, but
it's still a
contribution. You know what it is sometimes. Me and Flawless talk about this. It's like how damaging, like it doesn't matter how many stats you show me, my eye test is what I judge things.
Thank you.
This is what I'm saying about how people view football differently and stuff like that. And it depends on the positions as well. Like if you're a midfielder, striker, like some people, if you got a striker and he's I don't know, like obviously when Ronaldo was here, like he was still bagging goals, but people didn't appreciate everything else.
Yeah, but that's the thing as well. It's the same example for me because like, and this is down to my preference. I can say this myself, yeah. But like, I don't see us moving to the next level or rebuilding at any stage whatsoever with these kind of players when the team's not performing.
I agree, but what I don't agree with is when people have like this sort of weird agenda, like this weird sort of hatred towards like just be objective about situations, bro. Like they're cool. You might not like a certain player or something, but let's not say someone is completely shit and void.
So what I'm saying is,
they don't offer nothing whatsoever.
No, I get that, and I'm not saying that. I'm not saying
that's weird to me, bro.
Yeah, I get that because do you know what it is for me? It's like your team needs to play cohesively together for you to get results within a game. I'm a very big person on like processes and the way things work and stuff like that. Yeah, so I think for me, when you don't retain the ball very well, psychologically on your team, it has a big impact on the players. It brings belief right down to the bottom. Because at the end of the day, yeah, if you're pinned back by a good team, or if you've got an attack of a not so good team and break them down, yeah, and you can't look after the ball, it hurts you in both scenarios. If you're being pinned back by City for 20 minutes and then this guy gets it and just booms it straight up, yeah, psychologically, like, mate, bro, I've just been under the cosh for 20 minutes.
Killing
if you're
the
attacking
flow,
a team
yeah.
and you don't have the right players for crosses or the right decisions, it can annoy you, bro, because you're like, oh my God, we've been spamming it all game and we're not getting it in. And that's where I think, I'm not blaming it all on him, but his lack of self-awareness on the pitch and from what he did then at that point there, I think it hurts us, I really think it does.
Let me get to this from
I agree,
IBN as well.
He shouldn't be starting. You know
Big up for this. Yeah, I agree with that. He shouldn't be starting. Bruno has been getting cooked. Roy Keane saying he's not captain material if he played Liverpool, and we got cooked. And if he would have got cooked again, he would be on the chopping block. I think he is already on the chopping block. Big up for the super chat, IBN as well. And like I said, I actually genuinely don't know. And this is how you know I don't have no agenda against Bruno. I genuinely don't know if he got booked on purpose. But do I believe the fact is he got booked, didn't it? Yeah. But what I'm saying is, like, the fact that I can believe he did it on purpose is a testament to, because there's some players I'm not hearing it about. There's some players like verbatim, I'm like, no way.
And we've seen how passionate Bruno is, whether you like it or not, in terms of, when we've seen these clips of him and he's having a meltdown and that bare emotional, he was probably he could have probably been kicking himself after getting booked after that game. He could have probably been headbutting the fucking lockers in the change room, for all we know. But that's why I'm saying it's the wrong sort of question to be like. It don't really matter. He got booked. And that's the fact of it. He shouldn't have got booked.
Again, he shouldn't have got booked. And Dan, you made a great point. That's a problem within itself. But because of how he is on the pitch, there's another conversation. Why we got our biggest game away? You're our captain, leader, all this nonsense, and you go and get booked for. You didn't even get booked for. If you want to got booked for a challenge, I go. You know what? Fair. Say Bournemouth from the breakaway and we're winning 1-0. And he gets booked to stop a counter attack.
You're got booked for chatting shit, innit?
Talking.
Well, here's the thing as well, yeah. I don't know if you man think it. Do you know what my conclusion of it is?
Yeah,
I don't give a shit. What he does, I don't give a shit. I think we play better without him. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, we will do, because it'll be more balanced in the midfield. Do you know what I'm saying?
Sorry, Rhino.
Hopefully we'll get to see some shit that we ain't seen.
I can't lie. Listen, Random, yeah. No, wait, Random. Listen. I understand everything that. Listen, I understand everything that Bruno has flaws with. But this myth of we play better with the reason why I don't agree with it, in my humble opinion, is I just feel like, yes, he don't turn up in big games. When we really need him, he's not consistent. He is petulant. He does kill the flow of our midfield overall. Don't get twisted. But I just think, like Fulula says, we are so bad that even our best players, he's not good enough. But if something's going to come out, normally it does come out from him. Last season, it was either Rashford saving us or Bruno giving us that one assist out of, 20 spams. Yes, there's other games you can pick up that he doesn't give us nothing, but generally, I feel like when he wasn't playing last season, we were worse. We're in a different season now, but from what I remember, when there was a game he missed, and I remember we didn't create nothing. And my problem is, if Bruno's not there and Eriksen's not there, obviously Garnacho's started to create now. Who really are you confident that you could say this person's going to create a chance with? That's my question.
What I'd say to that, Rhino, is in regards to when people say, "Oh, we're better without Bruno, or we're better with him." The reason why you can't say we're better without him, because we don't see it. He don't not play.
True, that's true. That's a good point.
The entire time he's been here, we've never had 2-3 games in a row where I think one time we got 3. So like when people say it, people are like, oh, we're better. Like the one-off games, people will pick out and go, see, we were terrible without
one
Bruno.
game with a player with no rhythm.
Game. Yeah, bear in mind, he's been playing all season this season, and we've created jack shit. Our attack has been over.
Very true.
We've got 16 league goals in 15 matches. So I'm holding him accountable for that. Because if we had 35 league goals in 16 matches and Højlund was bagging goals left, right, and center, guess what the conversation would be? Look at Bruno, chance creator, etc., etc. So like that's what I'm looking at. Yeah.
You know what?
I
see what's going on here, Rhino. I see what's going on. You're hoping that we get a penalty tonight, and he's there to see on the weekend.
Very big run up.
Just so Rhino can just do this.
No, Bruno. Overall, Bruno does annoy me. I can't lie. Like, but I tend to try and stick up from a little bit. Like, I'm done. I listen. Bruno can go tomorrow.
You don't even deserve that. You
know what though? I can kind of see the other side as well, because I don't agree with it, but I can see the other side, because when I speak to Neji right now, he believes Bruno's the bravest man at creating stuff, so he would rather have him in because he dares to do things to get his goals in it.
He tries.
I just feel like possession-based football and more control.
Yeah, when it comes to that,
that's
done.
What I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking
and that's where Ten Hag's got it wrong, because someone like Bruno, bro, I know we're not the experts, but come on. Like, if you're going to build a midfield, secure it and just have Bruno free roaming. But his free roam shouldn't be at the detriment of the midfield. That's what the problem is. Like, so, and it's the same with McTominay. McTominay is busy trying to score third man goals. He's killing the midfield, bro.
I said it.
But go on, Leon. Sorry.
I said my theory is you could, with the midfield and the up front, so 3 in the midfield, 3 attackers, two safe, 1 risky. This is my rule.
Yeah,
this is my rule
basics, you've been saying it. You've been saying it.
You play 2 midfielders that can hold it down and look after the ball. Maino,
and 1 risky one.
Maino, Donny, whatever, Donny Amrabat, whatever, Casemiro, and then you can afford that 1 risky guy because you've got the base behind it. Same with the up front, You have to play, and people don't like this when I say it, you have to play Martial, Højlund, and like a Sancho. Obviously, I know he's not here. Martial, Højlund, Ahmad. You have to play. You can't afford to have 2 risky in there because it just kills you, man. Do you know what I mean? Like guys that don't know what they're doing and can't do the basics. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Let me
you know what it is?
As well. Yeah, go on, Dan. Go on. Now,
I was gonna say, like, in terms of the Bruno thing, it's like I get all angles of these arguments and like where people are coming from, and I think it's more so like we were saying earlier about sort of comparing the same thing. Like when we're saying about De Gea, Onana, like ultimately we just need that quality and something better, like for a club such as us, Manchester United. You know what I'm saying? So we're sort of comparing shit to shit type thing. Where it's ultimately all we want is that quality in midfield. We want someone that can just do the basics and then have that quality as well, and not be guessing second.
That's why Manu is so refreshing, but we can't rely on homeboy. He's a young youth, bro. But that's what I'm saying. That's how desperate we are for quality. We got to rely on him at Anfield. Our captain. Our captain's please, not there, Ten Hag, don't play Manu on that little, please, man.
The thing is, Rhino, who else? Nobody else.
Who else, Rhino? Who?
Manu and Amrabat can work though, but not just Manu by himself. Where is Eriksen?
Where is Eriksen?
Eriksen's injured. Mount's injured. Casemiro's injured. Bruno's suspended. It's Maino, Amrabat, McTominay.
Casemiro's back to individual training though, but he's not going to be ready for the Liverpool game. And he's not match fit. Casemiro always takes at least 2-3 games to kick in as well. So
I'm actually I like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, it's actually better with Bruno. That's a whole different conversation. We're only at 81
more balanced.
Over 100 people in here. Let's get up to 100 likes. Big up Stephen for the super chat. Says big up Flawless. Massive surgery is needed at United. Nothing new. Facts. Qatar not taking over. Set off the file. Yeah, that's when I tapped out when that fell through. We're going to be
over yet, blood.
3 to 4 years. I hope you're right, Dan.
Not over yet, because
for another super chat. It says instead of 8-0, we will lose 2-0.
I can see
without him.
I can see that. Yeah.
I will take a 2-0 loss in these next 2 games right now. That being said, we are going to get predictions from all of the mandem. So Ivorian will start with tonight and start with you. Manchester United versus Bayern Munich score prediction.
We go 2-0 up in the first half. Then we lose 3-2 as we have been losing like that. And then the Liverpool game, I ain't putting up a score prediction. We're just going to lose, bro. Like, again.
Right, so you're saying 3-2. So wait, you're saying we lose 3-2 tonight and you're just saying embarrassment versus Liverpool?
Embarrassment versus Liverpool.
Give us the number, man. Give us the number, man.
Okay, there's no Bruno. So maybe about 4-0.
Cool. All right, Dan, same to you. I'm saying Bayern Munich at home tonight, Liverpool away.
I think it's going to be the other way around because despite the situation, I like to think that Man United are not going to allow Liverpool to just batter them like last time.
The lineup's up, by the way.
At least Is
Oh,
it?
yeah, we'll run through that
Yeah,
in a
no,
second.
at least.
Yeah.
So I think it's the other way. I think tonight we're going to get smashed up and well and truly battered, like 4-0 or 4-1 or something like that. Yeah, and then against Liverpool, they'll beat us, but it'll be like I don't know, I don't even see us scoring, bro. So it's just one of them, like
a 2-0 or
fucking
something.
3-0 or something to Liverpool,
Yeah.
bro. Like 2-0.
So what's your 2 scores? Say that again.
I want it to be that way.
What, is it bad, Rhino? Is it bad, Rhino?
Well, what's he laughing at?
Yeah, I'll just
Wait.
Save the pain for
One
after.
for them.
What's your 2 scores, Dan? What's your 2 scores?
Fucking
that was
4-0.
Ivorian. His reaction.
4-0 tonight and flipping 3-0 against Liverpool.
Okay, 4-0 tonight, 3-0 against Liverpool. Fairs. Rhino, score predictions for both games. Bayern tonight.
Listen, let me tell you how I'm going to do this here. So I agree with Ivorian. I think it's like one of those ones, 1-2-0 up, and then they win 3-2, 2-1, whatever. Cool. Liverpool now, do you know what I'm going to say? Give me a keyboard, yeah. Take off all the numbers between 1 to 5 and leave the rest of the numbers there, and then keep us at 0 and just pick any number, any remaining number left on the keyboard, and just fill it there. That's what I'm saying for that game, bro.
I feel sad predicting losses. Like I don't want to do it, but
it's not.
Salah's gonna lick his lips like Salah, Nunes, Gakpo, Diaz, even Elliot and them man. Listen.
What's the lineups, Rhino?
After Leon, I think influences.
I want to do mine before the lineups. Though that's why I want to.
Yeah. Let me drop it.
Reaction. Ivorian's like,
or someone will probably drop it. Anyway.
Tonight we're gonna. I don't think we'll win tonight, but I think it's like maybe a 3-1, 3-2. I think it'll be a closer game than what you think. I think the guys they fight back sometimes, then they give up for a little bit, and they fight back. So I think they give it a bit of a fight tonight. I think on the weekend, it'll probably be like a 2 or 3-0, but it'll probably feel like a lot more. I think they will attack us a lot. I don't think we'll get that much. I think it'll go end to end, but I don't think we've got the quality to finish it off. So,
do you know why I predict a heavy defeat against Liverpool? I feel like we're going to exert all our energy into this game and use up all our stamina. By the time we get to Liverpool, these players are probably drained. Or as Rhino always says, his favorite. What's that favorite word? Is it dead? Dinnered, yeah. That's how it is. The energy will be dinnered. But go on, Leon. What was your 2 score lines again? Say that again.
So I'm going to go 3-2 tonight, and I'm going to go 3-0 on the weekend. So yeah, Ivorian, do you know what? Just a quick one on that. That's a really good point, because I want to see what this manager's saying. Does he really still believe we can compete in all the competitions? And because he just seems to just go strong team. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, this is the lineup. So Nana in goal, Dalot, Reguilon as the fullbacks, Maguire and Shaw as the centre backs, Amrabat, McTominay, Bruno Fernandes as the midfield trio. Then you've got Anthony and Garnacho, Eva, Saeed.
Oh wow,
we'll go to you.
Oh my God.
Rhino, thoughts on what's it called? Thoughts on the lineup. Anyone want to change their score prediction?
You know what it is, yeah. Let's give a clap to Ten Hag for being consistent with nonsense. Let's give a clap. Just give him a clap.
No, Varane.
He's consistent.
Crazy guy.
I need to see the bench. I want to see Bayern's lineup as well. If someone could put in the chat. But yeah, just what? So we're playing centre backs Maguire and Shaw, Dalot and Reguilon. You know what? Yeah. It's just the McTominay for me. That's just what hurts me. It's the McTominay. It's the midfield. I confirm the rest of it. Reguilon is decent going forward. He's not the best going back. Maguire's in, average form. Let's be clear when I say that. Shaw, I think he's had one game decent centre back. I think there was another game he wasn't really too good. He was a bit shaky. So, it's just typical. At least we can say that we knew this was going to be the lineup. That's how consistent Ten Hag is. And it is what it is, man. I just don't even know what to say, man. I just don't know what to say, bro. It is what it is, man. I don't know what to say.
Can man confirm?
Yeah, this is the bench.
Yeah, someone pull up the bench. Leon, thoughts on the lineup?
Get anything?
Yeah, we could have predicted this one. I think the only I'm clutching now, aren't I? I think the only positives I would say in this game is I think with what we've got, he's probably picked the best fullbacks for this game because he knows it's going to open up at some point and he's going to try and create crosses. But then again, who are we? Is it just McTominay and this is what I'm saying about his style of play. Is it just McTominay and Højlund that could score headers? Højlund don't even score them. But I think what we're going to hurt tonight, guys, is there's going to be a lot of chasing back because you see Garnacho and Anthony. Yeah, I think Garnacho is going to lose the ball probably a lot tonight. It's a lot of pressure on him. But that midfield, Jesus, I feel sorry for Amrabat actually.
First, Dan, what are you saying? Thoughts on lineup?
Yeah, no, I agree with what everyone's saying, but even someone just mentioned Varane in the comments there, man. This is big.
What, he's on the bench?
There's
they're saying he should be starting. I don't know what the bench is, but I'm saying like for big nights like this, man, you know what I'm saying? Like you look to people like Varane to be in your back line, brother. Nah, we're just so weak, bro. You look at this team every game, like every player in this team, and you compare it to like the old days of United and that, and you're just like, this is what it's come to, man. This is against Bayern Munich, bro. I want to compare this to Bayern Munich's lineup, and then we really will see the levels. Like it's like none of these men are worth being here, bro. Like I'm sick of seeing these names, bro. I'm already sick of Onana. Dalot, whatever. I had enough of this guy. Maguire, had enough. Shaw, had enough, bro. Like McTominay, had enough. Anthony, had enough. Fucking, this is just a joke, man. I look at all these guys, I'm just like, fuck this, man. There's no hope, bro.
It's Pete, man. Because if man don't, I was going to say, if man don't pick up Musiala tonight.
Oh, yeah, he's cold, you know. Oh, he's so cold, man.
See what he said about dreaming. What did he say? He used to watch Man United, his dream club or some shit.
I did see some of the quotes. Ivorian, what are you saying about the lineup?
And then we go
dream you should come to us, bro. Come to
defeated.
United.
I'm defeated. The same lineup that he's persisted with against Bournemouth. My issue again is that midfield. I'm not feeling it at all, man. Again, Leon said we want a stability. You're playing
hold on. Is this the exact lineup?
This is actually the lineup. It's confirmed. It's confirmed the lineup, yeah. And again, where you need a bit of resilience and skill and control, you go again by going risky against Bayern Munich by playing McTominay and Bruno Fernandes in midfield with Amrabat doing everything on his own. Just put Kobe Mainu on and take off Scott McTominay, because today is not about knee slides and guts and passion and all that kind of stuff. It's about technical ability.
Yeah, but then I've
already disagree with you. I disagree with you. Why should he have to clean up the shit that everyone else has done?
That's
leave him out of it. You know what I mean? He shouldn't have to clean up the shit that everyone else has put him.
But just to better our chances, man. I understand that. Better. And then we're looking at.
Sorry, I'm gonna speak after you, Ivan. Go on, sir. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I just don't know about this lineup, man. I'm not even feeling Anthony as well at all. And then you've got Garnacho.
I think Anthony's all right, man. I think Anthony will be all right.
Too risky, man.
No creativity games, yeah.
No creativity.
You think Anthony's all right? What?
No, in terms of how he's been playing in his last few games.
Relax, bro.
Nah. Anthony's been all right. Anthony's been all right. He's been all right.
You're all missing it, man. He's going to track back and work hard, guys. Come on, guys. That's what we want.
Defensive winger is what we call him, innit?
Yeah, come on, man.
Anthony's been all right, though. The last 2 games, he's been decent, bro. He's done the basic things that he should be doing. We need to see more. He's been passing the ball more. He's been trying to beat his man. The only problem that kills everything that I'm about to say is when he starts doing that little hop thing where he beats his man, then he starts saying, hold on, wait a minute. And he starts going back. That I just don't understand. Like, that kills me. It's like, and he starts saying that, he starts stepping, Anthony's nuts, bro. But anyway, what I was going to say to you, realistically, if McTominay had
that is weird.
if McTominay had the sense to do the dirty work, you know, like what Fred used to do, and then you got Amrabat securing him. Like if you could play with as a pivot with Amrabat, it would work. This midfield could work, but McTominay just doesn't have that in his locker. That's the problem. Like I just don't know, like bro, like. I just wish. Look, I'm stuttering, bro.
Because you reaching over there, man. You down Simmons over there, man.
Give me the yellow pages.
Flawless, it's time to drop that line again that I always say when people are clutching.
Yeah, but down Simmons over there.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
I even gonna say that to her. You know what?
Okay, wait, man. Then let's be real. When Ten Hag picks Rashford, you lot will agree that Anthony should have started that game instead.
No, I know. I said
it don't mean you rate Anthony. You're just looking at form and what he's done.
Defensive of Anthony, like
no, I'm not gassing at the defense about Anthony. No, I don't rate Anthony and I don't rate Maguire, but just because I just, you know what I mean? I'm looking at the form and looking at Anthony or Rashford. Who are you picking right now on the right? Anthony or Rashford?
Palestri.
And no, I've Anthony.
Palestri's an option. Palestri's there. I'm
He
sure
is an option. He is.
Right, then I play
He
Palestri.
is.
That's what I do. Even though he didn't play well against Galatasaray, I'm still giving him a run because I know those two were to you a dinnered. So play Palestri. What's the worst that can happen?
Oh wait, hold on. That lineup's wrong. You know. Varane's in. Varane's in.
What? Who's come out then? Sure. Sure.
That's Laurie Whitwell. Varane's in.
Who came up with this fraud lineup? Varane's in.
Fraud lineup.
No different.
United plug. United plug. It was you.
What is it then? What is it?
Is Shaw at left back then, or is he starting?
We've got the bench now. We've got the bench.
Hey, one of the mods.
Yeah, we got it. Hold on.
What's going on?
Yeah, point in though. I've just seen it in the.
Let me try and put that in still.
Because I see.
The most important thing.
Oh yeah, Laurie Whitwell. Laurie Whitwell.
Anyway, so yeah.
Maguire, Varane, Shaw, Amrabat. It's the same, but just Varane is in instead of thingy Shaw. Wait, Varane and Shaw and Maguire and Dallo.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's just Varane's in instead of
Alright, so this is the new updated lineup, people.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
now we go
yeah.
Dallo and Shaw as the fullbacks, Maguire and Varane as the centre backs, even though I was told Varane shouldn't play because we can't play out from the back well enough with him. McTominay, Amrabat, Bruno, and then you've got Garnacho and Anthony either side of Hoyland. Yeah, that's what I got.
And this is why I was careful about the Varane thing. Obviously, this doesn't mean nothing specifically, but that's why I was. But because for all we know, there's not really nothing happening like what we think. But I'm not sure about it. That's why I don't speak on it. I'm not 100% sure what the situation is between Varane and I feel like it's just all rumors at this point. And I'm not saying that because of this. I've always been feeling like this. But this kind of confirms why I think like that. Because you just really, realistically, you don't know what's really happening. You know what I mean?
I don't see any reason for this situation with Varane. Like, I don't see a tactical. I don't see why.
Rotation maybe, but then you don't play him in certain games as well. It doesn't make sense.
The only thing that worries me,
is that definitely the correct lineup? 100%.
Yeah, that's Laurie Whitwell. That's Laurie Whitwell. Yeah.
The only thing that worries me is that he's brought Varane in, and Varane hasn't had enough game time. Is this a baptism of fire for Varane to get injured again? You know, it would have been nice to see him play him against Bournemouth and the game previously to get that minutes in his leg, you know, because the guy's been sitting bench for a while. So we'll see where he's at fitness-wise, but it's a bit worrying, isn't it? Because mistakes could happen in this game. So we'll see what happens, man. But I'm pleased to see Varane back in because we know that he is one of our best defenders, and it gives us a bit of. We calm down a little bit compared to seeing Maguire and Luke Shaw playing centre back. And at least Shaw can play in his left back situation where they can bring a bit more balance in that defense. But I'm kind of disappointed not seeing Wan-Bissaka, you know, because I think a game like this, when you got Jamal Musiala and you got Leroy Sané and you got all these players, you need a defensive stability.
It's a hard balance, isn't it? Because like you want to go forward with something, but I think really you want the defensive stability. What's the bench? Does anyone know what the bench is?
Oh, I just put it up. Sorry, let me just tell you. I just tell you. Bayern in bench, Tom Heaton, Evans, Reguilon, Wan-Bissaka.
2 keepers.
Yeah. Because there's no one. Dan Gore, Handball Mejbri, Kobe Manu, Palestri, and Hugo. So there is some youngsters on the bench as well.
Is that the bench?
That is the bench.
Is that the bench?
It's not even 12.
We are dead.
We don't have players.
So wait. Maybe he's not prioritizing this game now. Remember what I said earlier? What's he doing? No, I'm serious. Maybe he's not. Or is everyone else injured? Or maybe he's not because he's brought a lead.
That's it. We got injuries. That's it. We don't even have a 12-man bench. It's not even
Who
a 12-man
bench. Who do we usually have on the bench? No, so he's Donny.
What's Bayern's?
Donny Van de Beek.
Yeah, I didn't see Bayern's lineup as well. Has Varane and Maguire ever played well together though? I feel like they don't have their chemistry is a bit rocky still.
You know, last season there was a points where Maguire came in and he looked decent.
Okay. So what's the bench? Hey, one of the mods, please put the bench in the chat.
Yeah, I need to visually see it. Yeah,
Sarcasm City TV, only the best content. But this way, this podcast gonna be more entertaining than the game. I'll tell you that.
Guys, that is the bench.
Obviously,
that is the bench. Man United, I put the picture up.
Okay,
perfect. Yeah.
I don't follow them.
Go on, Leon. Say what he's gonna say.
I thought he was reading the thing. Obviously, we all know Varane's going to play well tonight because he's playing with the player of the month, guys. Come on, guys.
Come on. Let's be real.
He's being managed by the manager of the month as well. Don't forget.
Yeah, exactly.
And also, we have the Premier League goal scorer of the month as well. That can probably score a banger.
And he's also playing. He's also in the midfield. In front of him is someone who's from Carrington, so he understands the club. He gets it.
And just think about it. When he's at a certain end, and and he just the hairs on the back of his neck stand up because he's so,
right? And also, our captain's playing, and he's gonna be up. He's gonna be even more up for the game because he's missing the game at Anfield, and he wants to make up for missing the game for getting booked for petulance. Also, that too. You know
and he loves a big game.
And he loves a big game.
Oh my
and he's the number one chance player in Europe. Let's not forget that.
And don't forget, we've got the top goal scorer in Europe.
Yeah.
Rasmus Højlund.
Let's not do that. You know what I'm saying? Let's not forget that.
You know what?
And also on the left wing, we have the guy who scored player of this. I mean, that scored the goal of the season so far. So he's full of confidence.
Yeah,
I'm saying, overhead kick at
This is fantastic.
You lot are killing
Let's not forget,
me,
man.
Oh my
Hey, these are all facts. What did we say that was wrong?
Yeah, exactly right. Come on, man, jump on board. You know what it is, like,
It's facts.
you know, like all them years ago when we started to fall off, yeah. If you just said to me, yeah, in about 7 or 8 years' time, you're going to be on YouTube and you're going to be absolutely busting joke, bare sarcastic and that, yeah, I'd be like, no, we'll be back. We'll be back. We'll win.
Sarcasm city.
This is bottom of the pile. Lowest of the low.
Guys, man, we gonna rise like the phoenix from the ashes and finish second in the group, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. All them things we just name people is all truth. What did we say that was a lie?
No lie told.
Flawless. All I do at night time now is just pray for that Thanos thing to happen, man. Just somebody to come in, Ralph Ragnick to come in and just play as gone. You know?
Need big shake, bro.
Yeah, we are gonna close out, people. I will be live in like 35 minutes on the channel. So we'll go live 30 minutes before kickoff for the watch along as well. But make sure you subscribe to all the man them, Red United TV, Dan Sillyman, Rhino MG TV, Unleash Sports. The links are all in the title, people. So click the links, opens up new tabs. Hit the like button on here. We're 7 short of 100 likes. So let's get us up to 100 likes. And make sure you subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. We are less than 100 away now. We are in double digits away from 9K. Casters Flawless, your show's one of the best United channel. Hey, you know how it is, man. Man, the United podcast. But we'll go to you first, Leon. Let them know what you got coming up for the rest of the week, where they can find you, all that good stuff.
Yeah, man, cool. So I got a new show kicking off on Thursday with some guys from the gym. We chat United in the gym. So I've decided to put it online and that, yeah. Some controversial opinions, so that should be pretty good as well. Obviously, I got my Sunday segment with Mr. 4 Years, Mr. Nagy. Wants the manager to stay for another 4 years. So it's an interesting segment, that one. Yeah, exactly.
I think he said what? I think Nagy's MO is give the manager 4 years. Am I correct in saying that?
It's just any manager 4 years. Every time you ask him where his baseline level is, like where his cutoff point is, it's just like a dissertation. So we don't ask, yeah. So it's a bit mad still. By the way, Rhino, I just seen in the chat Tyrone's nearly done with Ten Hag as well. So.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Tyrone's about done.
It's because do you know why? It's because he's dropped his boy Marshall. That's why. That's why.
But yeah, no, I've also got a brand new.
And before you man carry on in the chat, hey, just shut the fuck up. How about that? Yeah, go on, carry on. Tired of this guy, yo. I'm tired of this nigga. You know what I'm saying?
No, I've also got some boxing content coming up as well. So I'll be doing some pre-records and that, and brand new format that I've edited as well, where it's like quite animated and some pre-stuff. But yeah, man, we're building, man, with the time we've got, and always massive shout out to Flawless. Love coming on here and that with Danny, Ivorian, and of course Rhino. It's been an emotional few weeks right now, isn't it?
Serious, man. Roller coaster, man.
You hear it in his voice.
Roller coaster, bro.
Hey, nah, man. We just named all the positives we got going into this lineup. We'll be calm. But yeah, go on, carry on, Leon.
That's me, bro. That's me.
So is that you? Same to you, Rhino. Let them know where they can find you, what you got coming up, all that good stuff.
Yeah, man. Emotional roller coaster, Rhino, man. But big up the chat as well. Make sure you liking the video. Big up Danny, Ivorian, Leon as always. And Flawless, man. It's always a pleasure, man. This Tuesday show goes off, and it's like we just got to talk about it, man. This is the only thing that we can look forward to during the week as football fans, content creators and shit. So big up the chat. Make sure you liking the video. Follow me on Rhino MGTV on YouTube. My socials is there as well. And yeah, let's see what's good tonight, man. Just, yeah. Let me just stop before I start going off on a tangent, man.
Rhino MGTV. And let me get my apologies to Memphis Depay and Steve. I'll get to your super chats just right now before we go to Dan and Ivorian. It says Højlund, Garnacho, Regular deserve to start. First, I'm saying 2 out of 3 of them are starting. Tuchel out, says Steve. Big up to Steve. And he also put another super chat as well. Love to Steve, Memphis Depay, IBN, and Stephen for all the super chats. Much appreciated as well. Same to you, Dan. You know what I'm saying? Let them know where they can find you, what you got coming up, all that good stuff.
Yes, man. You can find me at there on all platforms.
Dan Silly
Big
Man
up,
people.
Dan Silly Man. Big up to everyone inside. Big up to the haters in the chat. I ain't really seen much of them today, but big up to you lot watching without commenting or anything and just
Because we've been
creeping.
losing. That's why. Lels have been winning these games. They be here. But go on, carry on.
Yeah, man. But nah, big up to Sarcasm City, Flawless, the Mandem, Rhino, Leon,
Come on.
Ivorian, Spice. Come on. Jeez. Listen, man. It's been emotional, man. I love this shit. But yeah, man, big up to the chat as well. And yeah, we got coming up. What have I got coming up? We got episode 2 coming out tonight, bruv, of the All or Nothing documentary. So yeah, stay tuned for that episode 2, bruv. A lot of shit going on inside Carrington.
Let them know where they can watch that.
YouTube, man. I'm gonna post it on my story and that. So just keep an eye out on my story. I don't know what time exactly. I need to check in and see when it's coming. I guess as soon as Man United lose tonight, it will come out, innit? So, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. But I appreciate you for having me on, man, as always. And yeah, big up, man.
You already know, man. Every Tuesday we hear Ivorian, of course, my Don.
Yes, my brother.
Same to you. Let them know where they can find you, what you got coming up, all that good stuff.
First of all, big up to everyone that's tuning in today, man. Big up to the man them as well, Flawless, Danny, Rhino, and was Leon as well. Where you can find me, I'm back live streaming, doing a watch long for this stupid game today, Bayern United versus Bayern Munich, 7:40, and of course, I'm live again on Thursday at 5 p.m. and I've got the match reaction for this game, so make sure you guys check it out. You know,
make
and
sure you do that, people.
Check out the match reaction, and of course, follow Red United TV on YouTube. Subscribe to Red United TV on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Rumble, and of course on Instagram as well. Tomorrow is Manchester United Women's Crush Wednesday with one of the highlights.
I was gonna say, you still doing that?
I still do that. That's the only good thing about Manchester United these days. The Women Crush Wednesdays, bruv, because there's nothing good coming out of Manchester United. So make sure you follow Red United TV 1 on Instagram. We're trying to approach I think 17,000 followers.
Okay, let's go. Love that. Love that. Go follow people.
Yeah,
make sure you do so. And the links for all the Man Them's channels are in the title. Again, whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back, Surfer your whole Egypt, I'll get to that. But subscribe, support all the Man Them, you know. Support all the Man Them. All their channels are underneath in the description. They're also on the featured channel page. I need to add Leon's as well, Unleash Sports, but make sure it's in the title anyway. So click the link, people. All of them are in the title. Big up to Surfer who says hashtag free the tallest, and I need the link as well. I ain't sending you or Jez the link, so you man can fuck off first and foremost. Secondly, for those that know about this tallest thing, because people have been asking in regards to what it is. So it was after we lost to Bournemouth and people were scapegoating Martial. So I was like, yeah, Martial is one of the last scapegoaters. So we were talking about him. We was like, because the usual scapegoats are not playing because there's no. So Martial's out there, even though he got taken off. There's no Rashford. There's no Sancho. There's no Casemiro. There's no Varane. So I said, yo, what do they all have in common? They're all tall. You know what I'm saying? And then Surfer goes, yeah, what a bunch of tallers. And then it just kicked on from there. So that's where it stems from, people. So when you see him say that, that's what it is. You know, that's what it is. Don't forget, though, this show and all the other shows on the channel, people, are available on audio-only platforms as well. So SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you listen to podcasts, wherever you listen to music. If they have podcasts on there, Sarcasm City TV will be on there. The links are underneath in the description. So like I said, Spotify, here's with the follow, 5-star us. SoundCloud as well, follow us. And all you iPhone users, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, 5-star us, leave us a review. We'll legit be back in 30 minutes, people. I'm going to start 7:30 p.m. So 30 minutes before kickoff for the United Bayern Munich watch along. So it's going to redirect you straight there. So all I need you lot to do is hit the like button, leave your score prediction in the chat as well. And then, yeah, hopefully, you know, somehow Manchester United managed to pattern a win. But love to everyone that has locked in.
People, quick one, people. Don't forget, yeah, guys, if you get a bit down during the game,
and yeah, people, this has been Man Them United podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up for tuning in.